Actually, you guys didn't hear any of that. Hello again. This is Derek, aka Mr. Everything, and I'm coming back at you with some D&D. I've got the first 3 of the crew on the stream. Raymond is going to be a few minutes late because he's stuck at work, but we're going to go ahead and get started right away. So let me jump in on them, and I will unmute everybody.
No, it's a myth! It's a myth perpetrated by dogs! I feel like it's gotta be Garfield.
Andrew Garfield?
No, the cat.
Okay, so how's everybody doing?
It has not. I've had a rough start to my New Year's. My rear window got busted up, got shattered in my car.
Oh.
So, yeah, it has not been a good start.
Hopefully your insurance covers it.
Yeah.
If not, then, you know, hey.
Yeah.
The glass still busted.
Yeah, Raymond said he's going to be about 30 minutes late. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and start without him. He was not here last week because he was on an airplane, so he didn't get a chance to vote for the PVI. The Raxus didn't submit a vote last week, so, or Mike didn't submit a vote. So I only got 2 votes, and that was for Zermetes and for Raxus. So I rolled the die, and it wound up being Raxus. So Raxus has the PVI, which for those of you that are an audience out there, that is our player voted inspiration. All right. Last week you explored a few more rooms, a few more of the chambers on the island of Doom. It's actually called the Lost Island, I think is what it's called. And I could be wrong. Why is my mouse pointer all over the place? It's called the Lost Island. Yeah. You guys explored a little bit more. You found a library. with a spell on a stone tablet. You found an obelisk that is basically a spell book of all the spells in the world. You fought some serpent warriors and some soldiers, some Caesarian soldiers, which and then you were able to free more of the slaves, which went to assist with repairing the boat. And you pressed on even deeper. You got to the top of the pyramid-shaped island, and at the top there is a covered area, but the covering itself has a hole directly in the middle at the apex. And there was a woman chained to a slab in the center of this agora. I don't know what you would call it. And they called it something in the game, and I don't remember what it was. But a lightning bolt struck down through that hole and struck her. And, but it didn't kill her. It just electrocuted her, electrified her. And apparently there was this snake, Gorgon, Medusa-like creature that was conducting some kind of ritual at the top when you interrupted. You spent some time, 1 or 2 rounds, fighting this thing, and Gallus is starting to turn to stone. I think that's where we're at. And we're going to start a new round. Now, when Argus, or I should say when Raymond gets here to take over his character, then we'll turn it over to him. But until then, we've got Mason actually running his character. All right, so let's start rolling, I guess. No, we got initiative. Gallus looks like he's going to be first. Let's make sure we're on the same page. Oh, that's not the right page. Where the heck is it? Is it over here? This might be it. I'm going to zoom out just a smidgen. Okay, if I remember right, the black circle was a beam of light that was coming down to moonbeam, and it was anybody inside that area at the start of their turn is going to be evaporated. I don't know, disintegrated, something, whatever moonbeam does.
Down.
When a creature enters or starts its turn, makes a Constitution saving throw or be disintegrated. Yeah. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save. Okay, 2d10 isn't terrible. All right, so we're starting with Gallus, right, who is petrified, or I shouldn't say he's petrified. He's in the process of becoming petrified. He's failed the initial saving throw. You are considered restrained, which doesn't mean you can't act. It just means you can't move, and any attacks are at disadvantage, and any attacks against you are at advantage. And then you will make a saving throw at the end of your turn to see if it goes to step 2. And that's where we're at. Gallus.
Well, the only... Wait, I can attack?
You can attack with disadvantage. You're starting to turn to stone.
No, but...
You can move. You can't physically move like squares. You have 0 movement, but you can still attack with disadvantage.
I mean,
like
when...
stone from the knees down.
Yeah, no, but you said to Zermetes I didn't give him advantage because I'm non-threatening.
That is correct. You are restrained.
I can still attack.
But you can still attack. And because Zermetes is not restrained and he's on the other side, you would get advantage, which means it would cancel out.
If I gain double advantage, do I have normal advantage?
Nope. Infinite number 1 versus 1 of the other cancels it out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Math.
So what are you going to do? Zoraya is her name. Is probably going to do it again next turn to see how many people she can get to turn to stone and make statues. So what are you going to do? What do you feel like doing?
I feel like stabbing.
Well, okay. Go
So
on.
A normal roll.
You do get it. You
cancel
do.
it out.
You do get a normal roll. But yeah.
With sneak attack.
Yeah.
Damn.
A 9 is probably not good enough. I can guarantee it's not after looking at her armor class. Yep. I
can only use it once, so I'm gonna wait until Raymond comes back. So yeah, that's it. So I get what roll do I need to do?
You're petrified. You need to make Constitution saving throw.
Damn.
At the end of its turns. Yeah.
It's being me.
Constitution saving throw.
Didn't roll. 12.
Yep, that's a failure.
I'll let him re-roll it. He's
Okay,
not straight.
so he's using the PVI to let you re-roll.
Go for it.
12 was a good roll for me.
Get a 1.
19.
Okay,
I like how they're both the same.
yeah, that's because he's
I'm
got a
very
little.
symmetrical.
Yeah. Are you +3 on your Constitution?
Yes.
Then a 12 is not a good roll, right? That means you rolled 9.
It's a 9. It's an average roll. It's just
Yeah.
a PVI is a very rare resource. We only get 1 per game.
Right. If it fails 2 more times, then you're petrified and turn to a stone statue. If you succeed, the effect ends. So you are no longer being petrified.
Just 1 success?
Oh, so it kind of works.
Don't worry,
like,
next turn I'm going to make you roll again.
I know, but it kind of works like flesh to stone. It's just a creature ability.
Sure. All right, so moving on. Now you're talking game mechanics. We're going to go to Raxus. It is your turn.
Oh boy, here I go stabbing again.
No advantage because the lady on the slab is chained down and offering no assistance. A 15 does hit for 15 damage. If I remember right, she took quite a bit of damage in the last turn as well.
Mm-hmm.
We did forget a thing. they started, or Raxus started his turn in the moonbeam,
Yeah.
and Argus doesn't have a way to not affect people,
Right. So you just have to make a saving throw versus Moonbeam.
which I'm going to drop in chat real quick for convenience. I can find it. There it is.
Constitution.
Con save 14 for half damage.
Okay, so you take 3 damage from the Moonbeam.
Okay. That's my turn.
And you're not concentrating on anything, so you don't have to worry about that.
Nope, I'm good.
Anything else? If you move, you can move out of the Moonbeam. That way it wouldn't hit you again next turn. Like right there. There you go.
Yeah, other than that, I'm good.
Now he's good. Okay, so this Gorgon.
Makes a save.
Good call. Pass.
Oh. Do you want me to reroll damage or use
You
the
do need to reroll damage. It's a new turn. Yeah.
Okay. Double check. 7.
So it winds up being 3 again.
And if a shape changer, she's got to. If she's a shape changer, she's got to change back. But I doubt she is.
Raxus just becomes a regular golem. Uh-oh.
Raxus becomes a water boiler.
So I gotta make a con save?
You already did.
Oh,
You saved
thought
when you saved on your turn and then you moved out.
Okay. Oh, I thought she was using her
Oh,
petrification.
yeah,
on me.
she is. She's going to most likely. I'm just trying to see if there was other things that she might prefer to do.
Oh, okay, my bad. I got confused. Was all.
I mean, we were saying that the moonbeam reverts if you were a shape changer. I'm like, what was Raxus before Vulcan gave him life? A statue of a Minotaur, or you just took a bull's head and put it on you?
Yeah, she's just gonna stand there and petrify everyone within 30 feet.
Even the Alexandra?
I don't know.
Okay. So Alexandra might be a statue soon, guys.
I can bring her back if she's dead, not if she's not human.
So 14 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, here's Argus.
Argus is not in range.
Oh. Well, he got a 15.
Well, yeah. So
I'm
he.
petrified again.
And the big guy failed.
It's on you, Raxus.
Okay, so I'm going to put you and give you 1 failure. Rax is passed. Zermetes is turning to stone. Why are you giving me this grief? Okay.
It's fine.
Count that as 1.
I feast on your suffering.
Okay, yep. You were all good to go. So that's her. So she can do that or attack. She can't do both. Zermedes.
Okay, so first I gotta make that con save. And I fail.
So you take the
Moonbeam.
damage that you're about to roll.
Find a button. Click the button. I have
Button.
a lovely surprise. Oh my goodness!
What?
I have a lovely surprise for you, though. Boop. I'm resistant to radiant.
So half damage.
Yeah. So you
It's
take. So
still
you take 9. Still take 9.
Which means I now have to make another con save because Hunter's Mark.
Correct.
And I need a 10. I failed. It goes away. That's
Right.
wildly upsetting. But get those low rolls out now, you know?
That's what they say.
So that means I can't move.
Yep. You have a movement of 0.
And disadvantage on attacks.
Yes,
Fabio.
because Gallus is also starting to become petrified.
Okay. Well, when in doubt, break a sword out. A 10 misses.
Correct.
Okay. And I'm absolutely going to spend a key point,
Okay.
so I get to make 2 of these. Bang!
A
21.
21.
Oh, I need to uncheck Hunter's Mark, my bad. It's just 6 damage.
Okay, yeah, a 21 does hit, and you do your 6 damage.
Okay, and she needs to make a strength saving throw.
Or,
No, I'm sorry, dexterity save. Or be knocked prone.
okay.
Looking for a 13.
How about a 22?
Oh, that passes.
Yeah.
And
I was
then
checking to
get-
see if she had advantage because she's immune to being prone, but not really.
Okay.
She can just
Here's
move while prone at full speed.
No, she's just.
Yeah.
An 11!
To hit, misses.
Oh no, guys, I might be in trouble. That's my whole turn.
Okay. Now, now it's concentration for the moonbeam. So if Argus wanted to keep it up, he can, but he can also drop it by.
Oh, he was absolutely going to. This was a terrible idea.
Okay. So the moonbeam disappears. Right,
Yes.
and his concentration disappears.
You did the moonbeam knowing you were Nyxborn, right? That you
No,
thought you
I
could
have
tank
never
more.
told you guys that, and I only just remembered that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he,
so
he was
last-
probably thinking that it only hit her square.
Yeah, I was.
It's not a 5-foot diameter.
Yeah. In which case, he doesn't want to get close because the stone. He's going to produce flame, and throw it at her.
Sure.
I clicked it. Oh, that's right. For some reason, attack rolls don't.
You got to click the spell.
Yep. A 14?
What's the range on it?
Oh, 30 feet. So he's got to move closer.
Does he want to get within her eyeball range? Because if you are within 30 feet, she is within 30 feet. But he can
yes.
move up, shoot, and back up.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got.
That's fine.
15,
Yeah, he moves up and then backs up.
30, throws it, 14 to hit.
No.
Oh, it misses.
Yeah.
Takes 2 steps back.
A 20 would have hit, though.
Wow. And then he's
Mark off that
going-
spell slot.
That's a cantrip.
I know.
He is, however,
Is he going to back up?
going to spend a first level spell slot to Healing Word Zermetes.
Oh. Okay. Because you're at 10?
Yeah. 5. What? There we go. Slow.
Well, now you're at 15.
5. And then he
And
will
then-
take 2 steps back.
Yeah. Okay.
When Raymond gets here, I'm gonna tell him, well, Argus did the most damage so far.
It was all to me.
Okay, Gallus. It is your turn. You are becoming petrified. You are restrained. You have disadvantage to attack Soraya. No advantage from Zermetes. Zermetes didn't or hasn't gone yet. Yes, he should have gone and should have tried to make a second con.
Right? I'm good.
Okay. Okay, so you do get advantage from him because he has broken free of the restrictions.
Normal roll.
Normal roll for you. That's right.
Sneak attack. It's 21.
21 does hit for 19 damage.
It's a normal roll,
You
it's
cut
26.
you cut her pretty deep
Oh,
on that one.
26 then. Well, both.
Yeah, it's a 26. Yeah, you cut her super deep. You can see the green blood leaking out all over the floor. It's almost like you disemboweled her, but you shot a little bit too low. It was the snake body and not the stomach.
Alright.
Anything else? Saving throw.
Yes. I really want to.
Someone needs to turn to stone. Come on. I can't like wait for someone to
maybe
be
it's gonna be me.
Maybe it's going to be you.
I have the worst con except for Argus, but Argus is not in range.
Okay, one more and you are a stone statue.
And so is my gear.
Oh yeah. Everything.
Oh, bad luck for you guys.
Yeah, everything.
No more golden egg.
Just like those hoplites down on the lower level, you would become just like them. Okay, so what they're saying is they could take you back somewhere that's got somebody with some restoration spells, and you could be recovered. Okay, maybe. Raxus.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay,
Keep rolling.
it's a normal attack. 25 hits.
We don't see
For
your
sure.
damage.
She's only got a 15 armor class. So you did 10?
Sir.
All right. Anything else? That's for the YouTube crew that's watching. Okay. I didn't get you. That was muted.
I'm good where I'm at.
Okay, you're good. And her, my light keeps flashing. She's seeing that one is going to be turned to stone pretty shortly, but this lion creature is really bothering her. So she's going to use her multi-attack. One with a bite. We'll start with that one. Boom, 20. Zermetes, you're muted. And I know a 20 probably hits you.
Sorry,
So
yes, it does. I missed where you said it targeted me.
the lion creature. So
Yep.
12 piercing.
Oh,
And you have to make a constitution saving throw.
that's a lot of damage. 17?
Yeah. You only needed a poison damage on a
15.
failed save, or half as much damage on a successful. Okay. You're gonna take
2? 2 damage?
it's possible. 3. And he happed it. He happed it to 1.
Oh.
Yeah, because he passed his saving throw.
Except it was a multi-attack, so what else is
That was
coming?
that was just the first attack was a bite.
Bye, guys.
And her next attack, what are they? The Gorg makes that many attacks, a bite, and claws. Okay. So here comes a claw. 11.
Oh, no.
Second claw. 18
Yeah, that gets it.
for 11 slashing.
I know since I'm gonna be a statue soon, she's probably not gonna bother attacking me. But because I'm petrified too, does that mean I forget my dex for my AC?
No, you're just restrained.
Oh,
Yeah, you're currently restrained. Restrained means you automatically fail dex saving throws.
oh, that's it?
I think. I could be
Oh.
wrong. Maybe it's disadvantage, but I don't remember. I'm not concerned about it because she's not making you do any dex saving throws. Yeah, that's her turn. She's gonna move to right there.
Uh-oh.
All right, Zermedes. You are unconscious. Did you mark off an additional key point? Because I see you have 3
For what?
for using your key.
Yeah.
But didn't you use one last week? Wasn't it already a 3/4?
I don't think so. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, it should have been. I think I did forget to. There we go.
Either way, you made a fail. Oh, wait, yeah. Got it.
Yeah, I failed.
Yeah, so he's bleeding out over there. Argus.
Hmm.
You can heal.
Oh, run!
Or you can attack.
Uh,
Or you can do both.
oh,
He
that's a
did
bonus
both
action.
last turn.
He is going to use his bonus action to use his Demeter's Devotee.
Okay.
It's his piety thing, so I can't drop it in chat. But he gets spectral plants cover him, providing +1 to AC for 1 minute. He gets 1 per day.
So he's going to do that instead of making sure Zermedes doesn't die.
Well, that's a bonus action. So now.
So is Healing Word.
Yes. Oh, he's only got 30 feet of movement. I'm used to having more now.
Sucks to be human, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so he's got a bonus to his AC because the plants are all around him.
Yep.
Okay. But they're spectral. They're kind of like ghostly plants. Yeah. So he's got plant armor.
Because apparently we need some help over here.
Mm-hmm.
And his spells aren't great for what he was doing.
Yeah. So he charges forward.
And uses his short sword that he loves so much.
Okay.
Or, yes. 2 and 11.
Yeah, that misses.
Wow.
Yeah, we know it misses.
Wow, that's great.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
You should have wild shape.
But then he can't heal.
It is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, he only gets hit points if he does that. Okay, Gallus. It's your last chance. What are you going to do? You can attack the creature, still with disadvantage.
Since I might Not die, but be non-alive soon. I'm gonna use my clever Ska.
Okay. Make a deception roll.
13.
All right. Ten.
Yes. I will, even in death, I will give you advantage.
Right.
It's a normal roll for me.
It is a normal roll. A 15 does hit,
16.
and she had 1 hit point left.
Ooh, I stole the kill. Finally.
Now make a saving throw.
Now make a saving throw.
You
Here we
you
go,
just
baby.
need a 21 or higher.
Your spear thrusts through her chest as you turn to stone.
At least I will have
It's a-
badass pose.
It's a Constitution saving throw. You made it. It was a 14. I lied. Okay. So you shake off the stone. The stone breaks. By her dying, it frees you to move. Yeah. She flops to the ground. The snake's kind of twitching a little bit. You know, her head snakes are all like writhing in pain, and then she dies.
All right. Well,
Argus, you might want to get on Zermetes real quick.
Well, before Argus goes, it's Zermeti's turn. So, boop. That's a second fail.
If you rolled the 1, you would have been done.
Yeah, he would have
that's
been
why I
dead.
still had to make the roll.
He would have been dead.
Hi, buddy.
But then again, if you rolled a
Well,
20,
things
he
happen.
would have had a hit point.
That is such unfortunate timing. Exiting Argus's character sheet. Oh no.
Okay, so that means I gotta adjust some cameras here. But I have to wait for his camera to come on because it doesn't shift position until his camera comes on.
Lightning hit how many times?
Just once. Just once.
Alright,
So, Raymond?
we got time. We got time.
Okay. I need your camera. Okay, he's
Oh.
disappeared.
Raymond.
Okay, that puts everybody back
Raymond?
where they belong. He's got camera issues, I'm guessing. Okay, so he's gonna probably cast a healing spell on you.
Yep. Since he's gone, I will cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, do that. He would. I think that's what he would do anyway.
Oh no, I didn't cast it.
Just cast it.
Just cast it.
I don't treat him as being here until his camera's on.
Okay.
Oh, what an
There it
unfortunate
is.
timing.
Oh, 14.
I know, it's horrible. Okay, so let me
You rolled.
Let me make sure everybody's in their right position.
Did we win?
Yes,
Sorry.
I won.
That's
I'm gonna pull a Zermetes here, so I'm gonna say yes, I won.
So I'd like to get to work on freeing our chained up friend over here.
Okay. Yeah. Of course, your camera would have to be the difficult one.
Yes, Raymond.
I'm just a problem causer.
No, I'm talking about Simon.
What?
Oh, haha.
Because he went all, split screen there. Okay. Okay, everybody's in the right position except for me. What the hell?
I blame poor flossing habits.
Okay.
It's the adult thing to do. My dentist blames everything on it.
Sounds good. All right, so we are back. Welcome back. You guys just basically made it to the top of the pyramid and found this lady up here chained to the top of the what do you call it? This large stone slab. She was struck by lightning, and it is raining and lightning outside. And let me kind of read the aftermath here. There should be a text box. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So this girl is asleep on the top of this we'll say she's unconscious on the top of this.
Yeah, because I don't fall asleep when I get struck by lightning.
Yeah, so she is up there, and yeah, you can undo the metal shackles off of her arms and legs, but yeah, she is out cold. And remember that this Gorgon that you just defeated is wearing a lot of gold jewelry. Remember,
That's a superconductor.
Yeah,
But
she
I don't
wears
know science.
gold armbands. She has a golden torque. She has cuff bracelets. 30 of her serpents on her head wear gold rings. Each of her taloned fingers has gold rings. And yeah. So she got a lot of gold on her.
For the record, I'd be willing to bet my next paycheck that if you got struck by lightning, you would fall asleep.
Well, you'd go unconscious.
Conscious, yeah. But not.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah. You'd probably get a hole in one side of your body and a hole all the way through your body and exit another part of your body. You would have literally a hole go all the way through your body. You can live through it, but it would not feel good.
So the first thing we need to do is get her out from under this hole. I'm gonna just pull her like up here.
Yeah, you can move her to a different position.
Yeah. So hopefully she won't get struck again.
Right. There hasn't been another lightning strike since you've gotten to the top.
It's only been like 20 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
We'll call it a
say-
minute. It's probably
A
been
minute.
over a minute.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say that, yeah, gold conducts very well electricity. I don't think. Wait, so does copper, and I have one copper bucket on my hand.
Oh. Anyways, what do we want to do now?
Well, we need to get back to the ships. Maybe work with them to
Before we
repair.
try and move her any further, We need to see what kind of state she's in.
Yeah, Argus, wanna get on that?
Yes. I walk up and inspect the body.
You have total control of your token. Okay, not only that, you have cast a few spells, and your spell slots should be marked down.
It looks like I got 2 spell slots left.
Okay. Because Mason was controlling your character while you're out.
Awesome,
I
thank you.
think that.
Yeah, so you go up
Yes,
to her
you did
and
that.
Well, first, I want to check like if she's dead or not. You know.
She's unconscious. That
make a medicine roll.
Mm-hmm.
Having been drug over there by her foot and her head going downstairs.
I would have grabbed her by the armpits.
like a princess.
Okay, so
that
her feet were going.
Yeah.
Each step is 1 hit point. No, that's fine. You get her over there.
Okay, but
Medicine.
She seems on. Yeah. 12.
Yeah, a 12 lets you know that she is magically sleeping.
Ooh.
Okay. She appears to be
She's breathing.
asleep magically.
Yeah, she's
Not
breathing, and
almost
there's
asleep.
nothing you can do to wake her up.
What if we stab her?
No.
Just a little one.
No.
Really? How
She
is that gonna help?
she looks like she's weakened, but she probably has more than 1 hit point remaining. So if you want to give her a hit point, a dip of damage, you probably could do it.
No.
Just to make sure, I think I'll cast Cure Wounds on her if we want to get
It does sound like
Okay,
stabbing.
mark it off.
And
Like-
that'll heal her up so I can stab her.
Exactly.
Is she
And-
asleep?
Okay, so
we're still not
you
stabbing her.
restore 6 hit points of her damage. So it looks like her body, she's breathing more regularly now. You know, and whatever marks she might have had from the bindings and stuff like that kind of fade away. But she's still unconscious.
All I'm saying is, have
No.
you ever slept through a knife?
A knife will probably damage something
Many have
important.
slept through my knife, but that was on purpose.
Also, I think it would be very unwise to stab her, given that it could make her, I don't know, bleed to death if you hit something important.
Well, I was just gonna like poke her arm. Okay, you want to go see if one of the slaves back at the ship used to be a doctor or something?
I doubt they are.
I could make a really loud boom. Although I don't.
Yeah, thunderclap.
I would not advise that. Also, we've already tried a loud boom. She got hit by lightning.
She was struck by lightning.
That's a pretty big.
But you don't see any lightning burns on her though.
We probably need some sort of magical way of waking her up.
Okay.
Or I would imagine she just needs rest, considering that she's probably been through a considerable amount more than what she's used to. So
Then
since she's been under a lot of stress, I say just give her time.
It does not remove magical diseases, alright. That's not the plan.
That's my suggestion. We just leave her be for now, considering that she's probably gone through an immense amount of stress. And as such, she probably just needs a good deal of rest and recovery.
Okay. Then we should likely move her to the captain's room aboard the ship.
That would be a good idea, yes.
Cushions and out of the rain.
Okay.
Do you want to take the head of the Gorgon?
Oh, yes. Yes.
But make for a great
We need to
Yeah,
wrap it in
Gorgon.
something.
Good point. Do you have anything to wrap it with?
I have my clothing.
Alright. Just
What kind of clothing do you think you have?
Probably a skirt.
Is that going to wrap a Gorgon head?
Because on your token I just see a
Well,
leather.
no, well, I mean, think Greek.
Yeah,
know.
I figured like a loincloth type deal.
Yeah, that's not big enough for a head.
Big enough for my head, apparently.
Well, it depends on which head we're talking about.
No, unless you want me to walk.
Yeah, I'm talking about you got like maybe a 6 by 6 inch square piece of cloth.
I thought there was a family-friendly channel.
It is. I didn't say anything not fair. I said it's big enough for my head. I have a small head.
This is not a family friendly channel.
Alright.
I did not say anything bad.
This is an adult stream.
Dirty mind.
Yeah, but be mindful of the kids that might be watching.
Yes. Unless you would like to see me in my birthday suit the whole way back, I do not have anything to wrap this in.
We can probably get something from the ship.
What's the Gorgon got?
Right, there are pillows on the ship, you know. Take the stuffing out of the pillow and put it in one of the pillows.
What's the Gorgon got going on? Clothing, equipment, loot-wise?
Didn't I just tell you?
I don't...
A lot of gold.
Oh,
The
I thought
gold.
that was on Princess.
No, the princess has barely any cloth on her at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
She-
all of that coming off the Gorgon.
You can see completely through her clothes, like it's sheer, like
See-through.
yeah, transparent clothing.
There was some fancy clothing back on the ship, wasn't there?
Not that I
Yes.
remember.
Maybe.
In one of the chests, I thought.
Maybe.
Okay, well,
But the
Then I
Gorgon has a
suggest-
ton of gold on it.
I suggest, in the meantime, Raxus, you grab the Gorgon by the tail. Argus and Gallus, you grab the princess, and I will be prepared to punch any skeletons that may still be in the statues.
Sounds like a plan. I
Let's
grabbed the
do it.
princess.
I just
So you're
grabbed
taking the
my-
Gorgon's entire body?
Yes.
Oh, no,
remember
okay.
she's like 20 feet long and as a really thick, you know, she's pretty heavy. That's what I'm trying to say. She's
And
big.
it's dragging.
She's considered a huge creature that fits in a single square.
And
Do
because
we-
it
do we
drags
want
on the
Volker?
floor, it's even.
She was all
heavier.
coiled up and stuff. So yeah, she's huge. But if you want to carry her or drag her down there, you can. There's no problem with doing that. But she's going to occupy some space on the ship.
Roll
Oh,
her down.
We're not taking her, like, on the ship. That's just for convenience sake, taking all the gold, the head. Just drag it all at once and harvest it there.
Alright.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to do it here.
Oh no, I'm not dragging an entire whatever that is. That is, even for me, that is taking things too much.
Okay. Well, let's start stripping the corpse.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. So she has, yet again,
I'm writing.
um, all of that. It's in chat.
Oh,
I was like ready to type very fast. I'm like,
oh yeah. Can I have the armbands? Mine are like rusted copper. Two.
See why not? Go for it.
Yeah, she's got 5 big things other than the rings.
Who's got the bull ring?
She has coiled snakes wrapped around her arms. She
Yes.
has metal bracelets around her wrists. She has a neck torque, and she has 30 gold rings around her serpent heads, and she has one finger has a signet ring on it. That's pretty much what she has.
Yeah. We have a bull signet ring. I don't know who's the current owner. I want to collect them.
Well, if you wear a signet, you don't wear it, right? Because if you did, you would be basically
Saying a.
you're confirming that you work for that person or you are that person. So you probably would not walk around with, "Hey, I've got
Like
her
doing
signet
like
ring."
coins. Like
Yeah, but
coins,
you might have
like
a
trophies.
You might do that, or you might sell it to a jeweler or something like that. But you wouldn't necessarily ever wear it unless you wanted to be associated with that faction.
People think you're a Gorgon.
Yeah, or a Caesarean.
So we have a bull.
The
We have a
armbands,
snake.
they're cool looking. They're not like signet. The torque's cool.
Maybe next time we'll get a bird.
I
'Cause-
think
Snake themes are not too unusual.
the torque suits Raxus.
I don't even know what a torque is.
It's like a necklace but a solid band. If I remember.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's shaped like
I
a
get-
C. Yeah, so you put it on. Yeah. Think Vikings. It's kind of like that.
Okay. I was having trouble picturing it for a minute, but okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that
that's not
leaves-
for me.
Who wants the bracelets and who wants the ring?
No, there's 30 rings.
Oh no, the signet ring.
Oh, okay.
That's
And then we can each take
Some of those 30. Yeah, they're 5 gold each. The
I'll
bands.
take 7. You guys can fight for the rest.
Argus, did you have the bull signet ring?
No.
Oh. Alright.
So how are you splitting it up?
That's how.
I mean, do you guys want this specific item, or do you just want to bring them back, sell it, and then split?
Oh, I
I'm
want
fine with selling
my
it and then
specific
splitting it
item.
off.
Okay.
That's
So
not
is there
that's
many-
not that's not a consensus. I heard different things.
So Zermeti, the armbands, Raxus, the torque, because let's just face it, he's the only one with a neck that matches that beast.
Is that fine with everybody, or do you want to sell it? Because I will
Fine
just
with taking
buy
the torch.
I would sell the torque because that's a lot of bolts.
Fair point.
Okay, so you think we should sell it all?
Yeah, I have no problem with it. There will be other treasures for us to find along the way.
Okay, in the meantime, I will carry the bands. And I will make a note that we need to deal with these things.
Okay.
And I'm copying this exact text into my treasure so to keep track of.
Okay. So it's going to wind up being a party gold amount.
Yeah.
Okay. Or some of you might pull individual items out of it, but as of right now, you're just putting it all together
Yes.
to bring
As
it
of
home.
right now, those are.
As of right now. Okay, and then you guys are carrying the limp body of this woman who you don't know who she is. I have a handout, I think. I think I might have.
I
Where-
think most of the clues points her to be Alexandra.
Yeah, here it is.
Mysterious woman.
That's right. Mysterious woman. I mean, there's a good chance she's probably Alexandra, but you don't know that. She's not carrying an ID.
But does she have similarities to the young king? Well, the young prince.
That's a pretty good question. That is a very, I would say, logical question.
Like, we're not just looking for a princess, we're looking for Hector's sister.
Right. So I've decided to let you decide.
Oh, you have a picture of Hector?
Yep.
Is one gonna be drawn, the other one an actual photo?
Yes.
Oh.
What do you think? Think they're brothers and sisters?
Wow, they both have blue eyes.
I don't see her ears. That's the only thing I can... Their noses are pretty similar.
Well, they're both humans. That's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
start.
She's a human.
They look pretty similar. I mean, you know, smooth skin, no fur.
That's right. Just take that beard. Just take that beard, and he would be a twin, right? Take
Dark
that beard
hair,
off.
no tail.
That's right. They both have 2 arms and 2 legs.
Arcus, are you the princess?
To be fair, Argus looks more like Hector than...
What's really I'm glad you brought this point up. No one at any point asked what she looked like.
I assume she looked like Hector.
But
Nobody said, "Hey, who should we be looking for?" Or, what does she look like? Or, I don't know what your daughter or your sister looks like. Just some woman somewhere. I'm just gonna go out and rescue her.
Wait, let's see. Open the eye.
I expect
Well,
her to be awake.
Yeah, you expect her to be awake and say, "Yes, that's me," or whatever. But no, this woman you don't know. You suspect that she might be the princess. Which is it would be, I would consider it logical to think
contextual clues.
But imagine if we go back and it's not her.
We have brought the princess.
I can't wait. Okay.
I just realized that the fates actually told us that we're not on a real island on false and cursed shores.
I'm dragging all your tokens, so don't mess with them.
Alright.
There you go.
What about the Gorgon head? Are we taking that?
Yeah, you can have a Gorgon head inside of a pillowcase.
Awesome.
Yeah.
First of all, trophy.
I'm not.
You show it to all your friends, and then they
Yes.
become your permanent friends.
Wait,
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't in her eyes.
It was in her eyes. Yeah.
Alright.
If she looks at you,
Alright.
not if you look at her. Yeah, she has to use an action to emit this aura, basically. But yeah, you're good.
So, let's attach a lover's blade to her and have a petrifying ray.
So Yimmy is there, and he said everything's almost finished.
We killed the cabin.
With all this extra help, we could probably set sail on the morrow.
We've been gone for like 10 minutes.
No, we took a rest up there.
No, you've been gone for like 3 days. Yeah.
We killed the captain.
Okay. Yeah, they
Hold up
see
the
they
head.
see you bring the head back and everything. Yeah. Yeah. We were starting to get worried. You guys were gone for so long.
3 days.
Yeah.
Storm. Okay. Well, we're gonna put whoever this is to bed. Does anybody know medicine?
They do said.
Yeah. None of us are shaman or anything like that. Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about people that like mix bat wings with spider legs and make concoctions? Is that the kind of medicine we're talking about?
Sure.
Yeah, no, that's not us. You don't see anybody dressed in feathers and furs with ornamental headdresses and skulls on poles or anything like that. You don't see any of
First
that.
of all, that's very close-minded.
I feel like they wouldn't be allowed to dress like that as slaves, but maybe before they got captured. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we don't.
They said no.
We don't do that here.
The important people got away. It was the lazy ones that got captured. Kidding.
Yeah, so
I'm kidding, Jimmy.
yeah, there's enough room on this ship for all these slaves because that's all they got here, and you guys. There's probably a little extra room actually for a few more people if you wanted to bring them. But we're setting sail for our homeland, right?
With one
wasn't
detour, yes.
Yeah, wasn't that our agreement? Like, we would go to our homeland, and then you would take the ship, or do you want us to drop you off and then we take the ship?
It's a good question. I don't think we got that far.
No, we didn't.
I think we just got to the leave together part.
Yeah.
You guys have experience running this ship. How many people does it take to move this?
To push it out into the water?
To row it?
Okay.
And is that actually a mast that we could put a sail on instead?
It's not instead, it's in addition to, but
in addition.
yeah, so let's talk about this type of ship. Right? We mentioned that it's a smaller version of a specific type of ship.
I think that was the one in the sand, wasn't it?
No. It's aboard the... Okay. Okay. On the island's southern beach rests the Caesarean ship, longer and sleeker than an Arcadian vessel. Its hull is lined with copper plates like scales, green from the sea and salt. A section of the hull is ruptured. Okay, but they've got that all patched up. It has been hauled up onto the beach with thick ropes. They have a makeshift camp. There's a small building-like structure sitting on the deck, sliding wooden doors into a lavish chamber. This doesn't look like it has any oars at all.
Oh. It's a sailboat.
It's a sailboat. I would consider this to be a ship and the other one to be a boat. Nope, I take it back. Hold on. It says it has a slave galley. Rows of oars pulled inside the ship when it is being repaired. It has, the rows have manacles. Yeah. Okay. It only gives a vague idea. So let me go to a book. Okay, bear with me. .51 is the page number. Okay, here it is. It is a medium-sized vessel of an old design, still favored by heroes and pirates alike. They have a single row of oars down each side, summing 50 in all. And basically one oarsman to each oar. Storage space below deck is limited, and they have to stay close to the coast or chart direct routes through open water. I'm hearing myself. Somebody have me coming through a speaker. Okay.
Well, I don't hear you twice.
Yeah. So it might be you then. Okay.
My mic was off.
To support such a large crew, they must harbor frequently. Yeah, so basically it's... I'm hearing myself again. Yeah, it's not a trireme. So, it can travel 4 miles per hour is what it says. It expects about 50 people, but it doesn't have to operate with a full crew. You can operate with less than a full crew.
But probably not the four of us.
Not just 4 people.
Yeah, it takes like 100 people to go 4 miles an hour.
Well, luckily.
No, it's 50
Yeah.
total. 50 total oars.
Oh, yeah.
We have a bunch of refugees back at town who need jobs, and we have money.
Yeah.
And many of them were fishermen, so they know their way around an ore. So we could take the ship potentially, but we'd have to get it home somehow.
Well, these guys can definitely sail it.
Yeah, we could hire them, at least, or some of them, to stick on. I want to go back. Although, if we drop them off where they are we gonna get like seized and not be allowed to leave?
I would say have them drop us off first, and then we can just be on our way to.
Well, we need a ship. You
We
can't
do
get around
owe a
Greece
ship.
without a ship.
No, you bought it. You bought that other ship. You didn't owe them anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we broke it in half, so
Yeah.
we can either find a way to get them to keep from going home and like hire them or whatever, or we could try and dig out that other ship from Ilos.
Oh, it's worse off.
I thought
It's
that one
much
looked-
it's much smaller, and it's worse off. It's broken half as well, pretty much.
Oh, is it? I thought that one looked fixable. Okay. Hmm.
So we need a ship. So our best option is to go with them back to their home and then figure out how to get the ship. So that way we get the ship and figure out how to get our ship back.
Well, we could get them to take us home, and then hire people from Ilos, and then sail them home. Hey,
Yes.
do you guys want to stay on and work for us?
No, we all want to go home.
I don't.
They're farmers. They're not sailors.
Yeah.
They're sailors now.
Well, yeah, they know how to pull a row or pull an oar. They didn't steer the thing. All they did was pull a stick in the water. You know?
What about for what about for 10 scales each?
What about 10 scales?
Well, would you be willing to stay on for some time? A lot of money.
What are you saying? Are you asking us to be your oarsman?
Yes.
Okay. I can ask the people and we'll see what they say. He turns around, he talks to them, and they say no, they want to go home to their wives and their children and their homes, their family. 10 scales is nothing compared to their family.
That's fair.
There might be a couple of them there that are like, I'll do it, but it's onesies and twosies. It's not.
You forgot these guys.
But yeah, what?
Over here.
Those guys are hiding. Okay, they were.
Yimmy asked them too. Oh, they said no. Okay.
Right. So you can. We can definitely take you home, right? You said that there might be people there that are willing to be hired out because they don't have anything else.
Yes.
You can hire them, and then you can use them as the crew to take us home.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If we couldn't get you guys to help us.
Right.
Where is your home exactly?
On the other side of the Aegean Sea. Off the
Oh.
coast of Caesarea.
Oh goodness.
Ain't that a pickle?
So if you were to be drug onto a world map, I will show you exactly. You guys can see this, can you not?
Yes.
The map? Okay. And you see where the Aegean Sea is?
Yes.
Right there?
Yes.
Okay, you see this island right there?
Yep.
The one at the bottom of the sea?
Mhm.
That's where they're from.
Oh my goodness. This boat sails 4 miles a day?
An hour.
4 miles an hour.
Yeah, but isn't that...
It's not built to cross the sea.
You have to go around on the coast.
You'd have to go around the coast. But technically, you could go from here. Okay, everything's going super slow because somebody's trying to use a measurement map. Okay, so you could go from here to there with no problem. And then from there to there with good navigational skills.
We might have to just let them keep this boat.
I think we might.
Because even
Again, why not have them drop us off at the nearest place towards Isles, and they can just go on about their business home.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because even without particular hugging, that's
It's down here.
oh, okay. Still, that's like
400 miles. Yeah, it's like 400 miles. So like 100 days. No, 100 hours. Right?
100 hours. Yeah,
4
okay.
miles an hour. So like a 3-day trip.
Like 4 days.
Like 4 days.
I think.
Just over 4 days.
Yeah.
If you were able to travel 24 hours, which you're not.
Yeah. In a couple weeks. Well, we've got some time. We'll figure it out when we get back to Ilos, I guess.
Yeah.
Either way, you guys are going home.
Yeah, they're excited. Yeah, they put their back into it when they realized that they were going to be going home. And you guys were gone so long, it gave them time to finish the repairs.
That still bugs me.
Time
Yeah,
flies.
you think that you were gone for like maybe the morning. And when you came back, they said it was 3 days later.
2 hours at most.
Yeah,
No, time flies when you're fighting Gorgons.
that's right.
I was gonna say that maybe we were statues for a bit, but Argus wasn't inflicted, neither did Raxus.
Well, if you were afflicted, would you know?
Okay. What are you going to do with the mysterious woman?
I
think we
figured out
should-
There's a bed in the captain's cabin.
It's not a cabin. It's a building that was put on the deck of the ship.
Is there a bed in it?
No. If I remember right, there was pillows.
Lots and lots of pillows.
Then I'll put her there.
Yeah, there might be rugs. You know, you can lay her on a rug and you can put her head on a pillow and, you know. Yeah. Okay.
Come tomorrow if she's not awake. There's some rituals I'd like to do. See if I can wake her up.
Literally, my only solution is poke her with a knife and see if that wakes her up. So try whatever you need
Yeah. Demeter will help us.
to. I hope so.
Yeah.
We could dunk her in the water.
Could do that.
splash some water on her face?
Couldn't hurt.
It has sliding wooden doors open to a lavish chamber draped with thick rugs, richly dyed silks, and piled cushions.
Did we search all 3 of the chests?
Yes.
Did you?
One was locked.
One had a snake.
Right.
I searched the snake one.
Yeah, a large chest with plated bronze,
I searched that one.
draped in red silk. Inside was a poisonous snake. Atop coins, right?
12 crescent fangs and 600 scales.
Then there was a large chest carved in sandalwood, painted with intricate patterns. Rests among the cushions. Inside was a mirror with a gorgon's face on the back. Among the silk clothes lied a glass vial containing a perfume. And then there was a small wooden chest secured with a bronze lock in the shape of a gorgon's face. Still locked.
Okay.
Because
Well,
you
it's
guys
possible-
don't have a lockpick tool set.
It's possible something to wake her up is inside of that chest.
I might be able to. What is the lock made out of? Is it bronze?
Yeah, it's bronze.
I might be able to get rid of the lock.
It's not like a padlock. It's built into the chest.
What do you mean? But like, I'm struggling to imagine.
You cannot open it by just bashing it.
It's not a lock hooked onto
It's-
a clasp.
Yeah, there's not a clasp
like-
with a padlock. It's flat with a keyhole.
Okay.
The lock, the whatever's holding the lid down is inside the wood.
Okay.
And the lock face is a gorgon face with its mouth open in a snarl. It requires thieves' tools. Or you can break the wood. If you want to just, destroy the chest itself, you can do that.
But if whatever's inside is fragile, or if it's more snakes, that's bad.
Yep.
None of you know how to open a lock. Or should
No.
we?
Not at all.
Anybody can attempt to open a lock. If you have thieves' tools, you
I am. The
you get to use
proficient-
thief tool proficiency if you have thieves' tools. Otherwise, it's disadvantage on a dex check.
I have thieves' tools proficiency, but I don't have the tools.
Right. So that's what I mean. It's going to be a disadvantage dex check because now you're trying to use some kind, like you're taking a knife and maybe some wire that you find over on the corner and you're sticking it in there and wiggling it around and trying to unlock it. So it's not actually built for that. So you have disadvantage.
If you're not immediately trying to do that, I would like to try something.
But he would get his
Go ahead.
he would get his plus for his proficiency, but it would just be at disadvantage. Yeah. What's that?
Yeah. Are you going to try and pick the lock like that?
Well, with no better idea, I guess I will.
Okay,
Wait,
do it.
why does my camera...
Do it.
Your camera's good now.
Alright,
Go ahead.
I'm like,
So it is so in the bottom left, click on the proficiency,
thieves' tool.
and it should give you a roll.
Ha!
And disadvantage is a 7. Yeah, because you don't have the tools. So it's a complicated, it's a master lock.
I'm going to full force punch the top of the chest.
Okay, so you're going to destroy the chest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, violence is my answer.
Yeah. So, if you want to, it's not it's not an attack.
Okay.
It's a strength check.
Strength check.
Yeah, so just strength.
I got a 5.
Yeah. So you hit the top of this wood, and because the way it's built in an arch, it's very resistant to your punch. Bow. Yeah, it's almost built like a Greek arch.
I'm just trying to stomp the crap out of it. Fuck, I don't
You
care
want
if I'm
to
gonna-
kick it across the room? You want to kick it across the room? Make a strength
Yeah,
check.
I'll coach stomp in the chest. Let's do it.
Yeah, make a strength check. Not athletics, just strength.
Monkey brain.
A 10 is not good enough.
Monkey brain.
Okay, maybe we take this back to someone who knows how to open it.
Good idea.
Nobody had a key?
No.
I didn't
Morgan
loot a
didn't.
key.
You never found a key. So
No.
how did they open
Never
it?
bothered- We never bothered to check for a key either. So
We checked the Gorgon. No key. Oh! Oh! Flashbacks. I'm gonna root through all that silken clothing.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yes. Is there anything? Buried in the clothing.
There's perfume and a
Darn.
polished bronze mirror. And if you go through the coins, nope, just coins.
Just coins. Okay.
And if you go through all the guards that you've killed, I don't think any of them had a key, which is weird. Like, how do you get into this thing, right?
Maybe
There's-
it was supposed to be delivered to somebody, and they had the
Or someone knew a spell.
or someone knew a spell. Well,
Yeah, what is it? A knock spell?
Yeah.
I'm looking through the guards.
if you guys want, I could track this chest really well. I could yell at it. That's all I got. They made this chest punch-proof.
Punch.
Must have known I was coming.
Surely.
How else do you explain it?
None of them have a key.
If I cast it enlarge on the chest, would the whole chest grow in size? Or is it?
Yes. What do you? I mean, you tell
Like,
me. What is it?
Is it considered one object? Choose either a creature or an object that is neither worn nor carried. If the object is unwilling, it can make, or if the target's unwilling, it can make a Constitution saving throw. Here's the.
Right. So I would allow you to pick what you want. Like, what do you want to enlarge or reduce, right? Because you can reduce.
Yeah. But I imagine you can't be like, I want to enlarge the lock, or I want to make
Why
like
can't-
the whole box as one object, or no?
I'm asking you. You're the spellcaster. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess also like the block is like built into it. So I guess like there's sort of two ideas, right? You can either try to make like the lock itself. Like,
I know
smaller.
what I'm going to allow. What do you
Okay.
want to do? Because
Right. I
you're
don't have the spell right
you
now yet, but
you are blocking yourself because you're imposing limitations on yourself because of preconceptions. You're your own enemy. What do you open your mind, open your feelings to the Force. What do you want to do?
Open both eyes.
I want to inspect the lock a little bit closer here.
Okay.
So the lock itself, it's built in. There's like a keyhole.
Right.
With a light.
There's a bronze metal Gorgon face with a mouth that's open. That is the keyhole, and that's on the side of the chest.
Okay, go for it.
Can I try to feed one of the Gorgon snakes into it?
It's not big enough for that.
Oh.
You can cram it in there, but you couldn't. It doesn't just fit in.
That'd be a really cool key, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, how big is the keyhole itself?
Half inch.
Half an inch. Shining some light, can we like see at all into the hole? And also, I asked Gallus, when you were messing around with the tools, were you able to learn anything about like the lock structure?
It's extremely difficult. He learned nothing.
Okay.
He rolled a
one.
Yeah, he rolled a 1.
How small of a spider can you turn into?
Yeah, so I could try to make the box. I could make the box bigger and then turn into a spider and try to go through the lock. I could also try to break the lock.
You can turn into like a house spider, right?
I can turn into a creature that I've seen that is of CR.
No. There's a list of things you can change into, and they are on your character sheet.
Spider is one of them.
Yeah, so you can turn into a spider, and you can just walk into the keyhole.
Is half an inch.
You can tell us what's
big
inside.
Yeah. You've seen a spider before? Spiders are small as hell.
This isn't Australia.
This isn't a tarantula. This is just a spider. Yeah, you could climb it, and you could be different spiders. So if you want to be a small spider or a big spider, yeah. Yeah, you've seen how.
I can't do that right now.
Right, but in the morning you could.
Yeah.
Wait, why not?
I don't have any shapeshifts left. Wild shapes.
Did we use those?
No.
After a short rest, you get them all back, though, right?
Yeah, that's true. We could wait an hour.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume you got them back.
Okay.
I didn't think we had used any.
He was a bear twice.
Because we were only in there for like an hour after we killed the people outside, or at least to our knowledge, but it's been like 3 days.
Well,
right.
I thought we took a short rest at some point last week.
You did. That's what I'm saying. You got them back.
Okay. Either way, I can get them back by waiting another hour.
Right.
Yeah, and we're sitting around here banging on the chest.
All right.
So you want to turn into a spider and
I'll
climb?
do some investigation.
And you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to go through the lock, or at least explore the lock and see if I can get through. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. So you change into a spider. Everybody freaks out. Okay, and then you climb into the keyhole, and you're in like this little chamber, right, with tumblers that lead to rocker arms that are, from what you can see, is like the bottom of the lid has like a little metal bar in the wood, and the lower section that you're in has like this hook that hooks across to it, and then the lock would allow that hook to come across and open up, but there's no hole on the inside, so you can't just go through the lock into the chest.
Mm-hmm. As a spider,
there's a wall.
Can I move the tumblers at all?
What's a spider's strength?
Two.
Okay, make a strength roll.
All right.
minus, what is that, -5?
It's -4.
-4. Okay, you got a 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you needed. So you like push one of the tumblers and it unlocks.
Awesome. I crawl out
You crawl out,
and turn back into a human.
turn back into a human.
Cover the keyhole with my finger before he crawls out.
Yeah, you needed a 10, and with a
I might
-4, your spider was super. It's like Arnold the spider.
Yeah.
And now you guys can just open the lid. Oh goodness, because you weren't like picking the lock. You were manipulating it. Okay, so let me get back to the chest where it explodes.
Uh-oh.
Rough.
Okay, inside the chest is navigational tools, like some kind of mechanism that you would use to look at the stars or whatever. A scroll, glancing at the scroll, it looks like a chart of the journey from Caesarea to Ilos. Actually, let me back that up. It's the navigational chart leads to Athens, then to Ilos. It goes to Athens first, and then to Ilos.
What are the Caesareans doing in Athens?
And then there's a small scroll of fine paper is slid through a signet ring. So it's like a rolled up piece of paper slid through a signet ring to keep it, looking like a scroll or whatever. And the signet ring bears a lotus flower, the symbol of House Guiana. Anybody want to make a history roll on the House Guiana?
Yes,
I mean, I'm giving you the fact that it's House Guiana. It's a pretty big house in Athens.
But I'll go for it too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a
So
proficient historian.
Okay, so one person can make with advantage if a second person and the first person have proficiency.
Argus, are you
Is
proficient?
anyone else a proficient historian? Yes, I am.
I am not.
Gallus?
I'm not. I
Okay,
just
so you
got
can
a
roll, but
great
without
stat.
help.
Advantage. Yeah.
It's a
15.
fairly easy roll. Okay, 15 is good. You're good. So you've heard of House Guiana before. It's the lotus flower. It's an Athens house, and they are in whispered hushes, like people talk on the street or in the bars or whatever about this house, and word has come to your ears that they have dealings with Caesarea. Okay, so they're a famous house, a major noble house in Athens, but they are known in hushed words to have contact with Caesarea. Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't read the letter because it's in words.
And to my knowledge, dealings with the likes of Caesarians, while disgusting and utterly uncivilized, aren't something that would get them run out of town if they're significant enough. So
It's not. It's frowned upon, but it's not unheard of to have dealings, mercantile, trade with foreign nations.
money's money,
Money is money.
and if you're the only one who will trade with them, money.
Money.
And if you're trading with them, you might have a few marriages here and there. It's business.
But there
And-
is
Business.
there is a very strong prejudice between the Persians and the Greeks.
Yes.
They're very opposed. Like they'll trade up and down the coast, but when you're talking about trading across the sea, that is a taboo. But you're always going to have like ambassadors and liaisons and merchants trying to sell and stuff like that. And this house has probably made its money by trading with Caesarea.
Maybe someone's trying to monopolize on some trade routes. Just a
Right.
thought.
But they had left the navigational chart shows their path where they leave Caesarea, they go to Athens, and then they swing all the way around to Ilos.
This would explain why a former advisor of Hector's will be in league with the Caesarians.
Well, he was selling the townsfolk into slavery.
Mm-hmm. But the real question is, how does this, and possibly also selling the townspeople to Athens as further slaves? Because you might want some people to help out and help further things along in Athens since they're dealing with the Caesarians.
Well, perhaps we should find somebody who can read.
That'd be good.
I don't suppose any of the slaves can read.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Yemi, can any of you read?
What's read?
Okay.
As I...
What's a book? What's a scroll? They don't know any of that. They know their hands and they know the soil.
That's good.
And they know
That's all you need
they
to
know it's raining. It's been raining for the last 3 days.
Okay. Well,
So are we gonna
What's
wait
the-
in the morning and then set out in the sunlight?
yes.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
should
once the
only
ship's
take
in,
us about a day to get to Ilos.
Once the ship's in ship shape.
And I
Whatever.
assume you're gonna use your Ithian sail,
Absolutely, yes.
get an extra mile per hour.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually, with them rowing and that sail, you can get 5 miles an hour. Just you're flying.
That's like walking speed.
That's like super fast. Okay, so so the storm,
Oh, that's like a jog.
the right. So the storm still is going in the morning. They're packing up all their tents and stuff like that. They're loading it up on the ship. They got the rope tied to some rocks out in the water so they can pull the boat out off the beach. You know, they're ready to go. If you guys are ready to go, they're ready to go. This mysterious woman is asleep.
All right.
There's some things
She slept all
I
night.
want to do before
Right. What do you want to do?
we leave.
Uh-huh.
You said it's still storming.
Yeah, it's still storming.
Okay.
It's just
Is that like-
just a rainstorm. It's not like
Okay.
it's not a hurricane or anything.
Cool. Okay. So I need to do a long rest and get some spells back.
Everybody can get a long
But-
rest.
Hey.
Even Gallus.
Hmm.
Dallas.
Even Thank you.
Okay, so the first thing I'd like to do
Yep.
is cast Detect Magic
Okay.
on just sort of all the stuff we have, but specifically, I want to confirm that the supposed princess is there's something magic happening there.
Right. So you burn that spell slot, and there is a stone tablet that you picked up that is magic. Did anybody explain to you what that was?
Oh, yes, Argus. It's a scroll for lightning, but it's a stone tablet that weighs 10 pounds.
Neat.
So that's heavy, considering you have like a 7 strength.
Yeah.
Right. You are struggling with your encumbrance. The party last week had to go through your equipment and strip you down because you were way over encumbered.
If you look at the bottom of your inventory, I have marked what you left on the ship. And it says, like, on the ship.
Because with a 7 strength, you can only carry a certain amount of weight before your speed becomes 0.
Where did you write that?
On your equipment.
Should be right at the bottom of your inventory. Let me double check. Pretty sure that's how I did it. That's how I do it on mine. Yeah, right at the bottom, it says rations at the ship, silver coins at the ship, gold coins at the ship.
Oh, I see. Oh, in the parentheses around it. Okay, okay. Oh, it's probably all the money that was making me.
Yeah, that
super
was
heavy.
a significant amount of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
also with a 7 strength, if you want to move at full speed and like be able to run and stuff, you want to try and stay under 35 pounds. After that, it slows you down a little bit until you hit 70, and then you can carry up to 105 pounds total, but that's the most you can carry and still move.
Okay.
Yeah, 35 pounds. Or increase your strength somehow.
Take that helmet from Raxus.
Yeah.
What does it give you? A 19 strength?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you
Okay.
can carry everything.
Then you can carry
That's right.
yeah, quite a bit of stuff. Okay, so yeah,
There's one
she
more- yeah.
she does have magic affecting her.
Okay. Just as I suspected.
And the only other thing I can think of, like none of the jewelry or anything has any magic. The Promethean fire or whatever it is. It's not magic, but some people call alchemy magic. So, there is a small glass jar inside a larger clay jar. The clay jar, this is the fire. The clay jar has this napalm in it or whatever, but the small glass jar, when it breaks, the combination of the two chemicals cause it to explode into fire and burn. So you can open the lid and have no problem, but if you were to like break it on the ground and the glass jar breaks, the combination of the two cause it to burn. So, but there was, I'm just kind of just quickly going over some of the other things that you picked up. Yeah, none of her jewelry was magic. And the stuff in the chests, I don't think any of that was magic. I'm double checking though. perfume. It's not magic. Yep, that was it. That's the only magic thing that you had acquired was really the tablet.
Tablet?
The tablet of, I think it's lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically a scroll. So if you use it, you can discard it.
Okay.
Or you can
There's-
save it, whatever you want to do, but it can only be used once.
But I assume I don't have it because I can't carry it.
Someone else is carrying. Who's carrying it?
Oh, I was carrying it.
Yeah, Raxus is carrying it because it was heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of the 10 Commandment tablets. You know.
Yeah. A big fucker.
You can carry it with what you have. That just slows you down by 10 feet per round.
So your
Yeah.
20 foot around is not cool.
No.
But you can turn into a bear and then you don't have to worry about it because it's just all absorbed into the body. But yeah, so okay, so it's morning. You guys set sail.
There's one last thing I want to do.
Okay,
before-
she's still asleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to bring her down to the beach. Kind of. I assume there's probably like water or like are there waves coming in? Is there much of a tide?
Well, there's waves, but it's not any big deal. Did you miss the part where they explored the beaches?
Yeah.
I went around. I went around with them once one way. There's like coral and stuff.
Okay, it's marble. There is a marble. Imagine this entire island is actually a pyramid. Okay,
Right.
and then there is sand around the outer edge. But there is
And it, like,
also
drops off,
sand.
right?
There's also and there's also sand and seawater and coral and stuff like that up out of the water because people believe that this place was submerged under the water and then it came up or something, brought some sand with it.
Okay.
But yeah,
So,
there's a sandy beach. It's just under the sand is a sloped marble floor.
Okay. So I collect some various beach items. I have some sand, some ocean water, and I begin to say some prayers.
Okay.
Effectively, I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration, but I'm sort of adding on extra. Like these are unnecessary things, but it's to sort of impress all the really be a druid,
Well, you're a coastal druid, right?
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Does it have any material
No, it doesn't actually have any
components?
material components.
Okay,
No.
even if it did, you could use your staff as the material components,
Right.
unless it had gold cost. But yeah, you gather up some seashells and some barnacles or whatever else you could find, and some sand. You sprinkle some sand on her or whatever, and you cast your lesser restoration.
Yes.
Is it a ritual?
So,
It's a ritual.
no. It's
Okay.
just a spell.
You're just making
But
it a ritual.
I'm making it a ritual, yes.
Okay. So after a few minutes of you casting this spell, she gasps, like her eyes open, and she looks up at you with her eyes open.
Welcome back to reality.
Snap back, Gary.
And she
Oh
looks
my-
she looks at you like she's seeing a ghost.
By the bow of Artemis. Artemis is a witch.
She's looking up at you and she's like,
You're safe. You're safe now.
okay.
Is she responding at all to?
Yeah, well, she's looking at you like she's seeing a ghost. A little
here to help
scared,
you.
a little scared, a little nervous, a little, who knows what. She's got she just feels a little weirded out by what's going on. What do you do?
She's like, why are there barnacles and sand all over me?
She, yeah.
Hello, I'm Argus.
Hi, Argus.
What language are you speaking?
The only
Common. Well, Greek.
Yeah, Greek.
Okay, common. Okay, yeah. So she goes, Argus,
Hmm.
Argus, you're my dream hero.
Wow.
Who? What is your name?
You don't know who I am, but you I've seen you in my dreams.
Do you know who you are?
Her eyes kind of go,
Hmm.
like
That is a
um,
deep question.
that's I am the one, the only, the the knower of truth, the bringer of knowledge. I am he who shall be.
He meant a name.
And who are you?
I am Gallus. I am the
'Cause-
one.
What, Gallus? That's a lovely name. I've seen you in my dream. You're always behind, but always in front. You're the one that takes opportunity for granted and then uses it and bends reality.
I'm gonna bring the other two in here. This becomes interesting.
Okay.
Hey guys!
She sits up out of the water, being that she's half wet. And it's raining. She's getting hit in the face with water. But yeah, she sits up and she kind of tries to get her bearings, she's trying to regain her balance.
You know what
Are
year it is?
your name is it's the first year of our Lord. Just a second. It's not actually the first year. It is. It is the 71st year of Leandros.
Oh.
So what year is it actually? Or what year does Argus think it is?
The first year of Hector.
Okay.
Named the year being named
okay.
after the king.
Ah, so it's the first year of Alexandra.
71st. Really? It's the 71st year of Leandros.
Was.
What?
Is it the 72nd year already?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No.
Maybe not right now. This magic can have effects on your psyche.
King Leandros was poisoned by his advisor. We were sent by his son Hector to find his missing sister, which we believe to be you.
Hector, my brother. Is he all right? Is my father all right?
Your father? No. Your brother? Yes.
What happened to Mike?
Mike?
There he is. Yeah, so What do you mean?
We arrived in Ilos in time for...
Wait, who are you?
Oh, hi. I am the greatest hunter of legends, Zermetes,
I get that. She's
famed
gonna say.
throughout the land.
She's gonna say she's seen you in her dream.
Yeah. I told you, and she looks over at Gallus. I told you, he is the master of the obvious. He has foretold my vision.
Yeah, you drew me on a wall.
Yes, I've seen
Very
you
flattering.
I've seen you in a dream.
I could say the same.
You will save all of Greece.
Oh my god, it's gonna be
And she looks around. She looks around and says, "Where is the Minotaur?"
Inside the Minotaur helmet. Hey, take off your helmet.
I don't know if I can, but
Do it.
Oh, and so you're standing there as well? Okay.
Yes.
She goes, and the Minotaur, the leader of your group, the champion, the hero, the one everyone looks up to and admires and wishes to be like. And who are you? And she looks at you, Raxus.
I am Raxus.
Raxus. These are some strong names. Raxus, Zermetes, Gallus, and Argus. The heroes I have foretold to save all of Greece. From the coming storm of the underworld. And she glances over at the boat, and looking back at your mind's eye of the memory of the drawing that's in the palace of the dolphin, the ship in the drawing that you are all standing on the prow of does have scales. You didn't necessarily notice that at the time, but it looks very similar.
Oh, you're the heroes from my dreams. And look, that's the ship from my dreams.
And that's the ship from my dreams.
Yeah, we're very accomplished. Do you know how you got here, Alexandra?
No. The last thing I remember was going to sleep with my brother. And then waking up here on the beach.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we can tell you how you got here.
Where is here?
An island.
Another one. Another master of the obvious.
Um,
Okay, so she doesn't necessarily know that she's on an island, but yeah. She sees she's on a beach. She's on the coast of something.
Judging by the look of this place, if it has a name, I doubt anyone still living remembers that name. It is old. You were brought here by Caesarians. You were sold to them by your father's advisor.
Why would I have? Why would Caesareans? Wow. Okay.
Why
We don't
would-
know the why?
Yeah.
And the how. See, we're working our way through the W's.
Okay.
Yes, he wanted to sell you to the Caesarians, sacrifice your brother to a kraken, and poison your father so he could become rich and king.
I never did trust him.
Yes. Well, we arrived in time to save your brother and you.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
You've gotten better at this, Zed.
I know, right? I'm on a roll. No. We've also aided Ilos in bringing back food, slaying the kraken that was tormenting the shores via the same advisor, and recovered the sword of Ilos that your grandfather, great-grandfather, lost.
Okay.
But Hector is eagerly awaiting your return.
Okay. She stands up to her feet. You know, she's still probably mid-calf in the water, and she like brushes the sand off of her and the seashells and whatever seaweed or whatever else is on her. She brushes all that off. But you can see clearly through her outfit because it's sheer already and now it's wet.
There are also
It's a wet t-shirt
some,
contest kind of thing going on.
I get uncomfortable and leave.
Okay.
I'm
The front
very
flap of your
clearly-
skirt goes up? Okay, sorry.
I am very clearly not looking away. But
Right.
I do not think Hector would approve. I don't want to get yelled at. So if you would like, there is a chest of clothing up there.
Okay. So, show me where this stuff is.
I'll take her there.
Okay, so to make an uncomfortable situation more uncomfortable, she climbs onto the boat, goes into the chamber, and looks at the clothing and decides to put some things on that are dry. She takes off her wet clothes, hangs it up so that it'll dry. She doesn't want to stay in the Caesarean outfit, but specifically the Caesarean outfit is made for a snake person. So I wouldn't say that it was going to be human clothes. So she'll wrap herself up or whatever while she's waiting for her clothes to dry. And the slaves are all ready to pull the boat back into the water, and you guys can set sail for Ilos.
Excellent.
Okay, so you get into the water, you navigate away from the island, and you're assuming that Ilos is to the east, and so you can barely see which direction the sun is rising from, and you start heading in that direction. Because of the overcast and everything is why it's hard to see where the sun's at. Yeah, so going about 5 miles an hour, maybe maybe a little slower, but before the sun sets, the storm does not lash out to sink you. There are no attacks by any sea creatures or anything like that. You actually make it all the way to Ilos. This boat is not built to go up the river and dock in the town, but as you know, there is a stone outcropping
Yeah.
that
Where the Kraken were.
where this boat originally docked at. Interesting. Boop. Okay, so actually, I should have a party token. There it is. Wonder why this map keeps moving around like I've got it gripped. Okay, yeah, so there's like this little walk pier thing that sticks out in the water, and the boat can pull up to the side of it, and these farmers, you know, do their best to throw a rope around this this pillar here that was used for sacrifices, but is also able to be used as like a mooring for their boat. And then yeah, so you guys are at Ilos, at the sacrificial stone, and I guess you guys head on up to the palace. Actually, before you get to the land, before you get across the water, you're being greeted by the Ilos hoplites and Arcturus and Hector and basically all the movers and shakers, the priestess and Myrne. They're all at the top of the stairs watching as you guys pull in and dock, and they greet you at the steps on the way up to town. And you see Hector run down the stairs, seeing his sister, and embraces her. You know, oh, you're home, everything's good. And right at that point, as soon as he wraps his arms around her, there's this bright flash of light, and you all have 5,600 experience points. Or is it 59? I don't remember.
Level up.
Whatever the next level
up
is.
so potent that even the NPCs.
Yeah, 6,500. You're all sitting at 6,500 exactly.
Wow.
So yeah, you guys are going to level as soon as you get a long rest. Yeah, so there's this bright flash of light that only you four can see.
Okay.
Yeah, and you hear this sound in the sky goes ding. and then you see words in the sky that says level up available.
Oh, hey, level 5 multi-attacks. Yay. Oh no. Enemies that need multi-attacks.
Yeah. Okay, and the prince says, "This is awesome. This is great. You guys are the bomb, and where there's a few villagers that start to trickle up, and they start to kind of come up and see that the princess is home, and they cheer and they're excited, and then all of a sudden the hoplites turn from being an observer to being active in restraining the crowd. They
All
like
right.
turn around and they. I know you guys thought it was going to go somewhere else. They turn around. They make sure the crowd stays back, so because they don't want her to get swamped or whatever.
She's been through a lot already.
She's been through a lot. And let's do this. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And okay. Hector says, I believe that I owe you something. We had an agreement that if you brought her home alive, that I would pay you. Reward you. So come into the palace where we can, relax and get out of the rain. Because even though you're in Ilos, it's still raining. Okay. Maybe this is where it's at. She's, this is like a little just narration, but she's mad at Xanthos because he murdered her king or her father, and she's not really ready to take over, but she knows that she has to. But her and her brother will probably have some kind of mutual, like dual rulership kind of thing going on. Because she's more of a cerebral type, where she would be, she's usually in the books or in her mind. She has visions and stuff like that, and she doesn't feel like she's qualified to be the ruler. Hector feels like he could rule, but he knows that the position is hers, so he will rule, but she has basically an equal say in whatever. Yeah, she can veto, or she has an equal rule of even though she's like hands off and he's hands on, but they're both ruling.
They could just take it one step further and do the whole Egyptian thing.
What's Egypt?
They know what Egypt is.
Who does?
The Greeks, I thought. Might have been a different name.
Yeah, at what point did Greece discover Egypt? I know Alexander was in Greece.
And that's not till like hundreds of years later.
Yeah, this is like 500 BC. So they might It's possible.
They're pretty
I don't know
important.
my history.
And he's not for another 150 years or so for Alexander the Great.
Right. Yeah, he's much later. Yeah.
Known to have been in contact in the 2nd millennium BC. So, pyramids.
Greece.
Greece and Egypt. Yeah. They're up there with like the Phoenicians and Persians.
Yeah, though that's after 500 BC,
Okay.
right? 300 BC.
2000.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. It's just I don't know my history.
Anyways, so they're ruling together, and there's a little matter of
Does he
Love
turn
train.
on you? No. Yeah, because it's supposed to say, and I'm trying to find the spot where it said he agrees to the 100,000 tridents. There's a whole thing about that. You go to Ilos. Okay. Sunken Temple, you did that. Then you come to Ilos. Ilos overview. Rule fell to Hector. Xanthos is in power. Maybe it's the king's funeral. Oh, it's not there either, huh? Okay. It's gotta be here. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Did you get this in writing? No. I can't find it. Hang on. I'm gonna actually go to the book. Okay. Okay, there are page numbers. Let's see if I can suss this out. The King's Funeral. Because I have a feeling that the Roll20 thing is cropped. Hector. The town. Shipyard. I don't know why I can't find this. You would think that 10,000 gold would stand out in the text. Or 100,000, I mean. Not gold, silver, but... Okay, let's go to the very beginning where you guys heard about this. Like there was a bard. Okay, here we go. For the safe return of his daughter, he has promised 100,000 tridents, silver coins of Ithia. Okay. Sunken Temple. Past that. You got to Ilos. The king. Hector. The road. You met a manticore, the king's funeral, Prince Hector, recognize Cadmus and you as heroes. He bears his father's strength. His sister Alexandra manifested their family's ancestral gift of prophecy. Was meant to be Leandro's heir. Her disappearance and his father's death gave sudden, left him alone. The hoplites, the shipyard, the palace. Here we go. Two musicians, you know, the Raging Stallions or whatever they're called. The wall of the main hall is painted with thick murals, stylized warriors battling monsters, kings and queens hunting. The ship painted upon the blue sea. And a cloth hangs over the most recent unfinished panels of the mural. One depicts islands and ruins rising up from the sea. The next, seemingly damaged, depicts a dolphin in the tentacled grasp of a kraken. The final panel depicts the golden-eyed serpent coiled around a trident. Meant to be a celebration, but it wasn't. And you guys were proved to be murderers.
Yep. I never hid that fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the narrow stone walkway. They were going to
one-size-fits-all answer.
Confronted Xanthos in your own way.
But he never claimed it was the right answer.
No, I said it was the good one. Investigations, time, just...
He recruited you.
What's due process?
You what now?
You've been around. Killed an orc, killed a hydra, killed a ghost. Went and saw the fates.
The due process was I didn't like him. I broke his neck. If you notice, that's a common trend over the last few weeks.
Okay. Okay.
Which, proves that I like you guys.
Yeah. No broken neck here. Not yet.
Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there is still the matter of Raxus. If you recall, some weeks ago, I lent you 100 gold to buy a shield. 100 tridents, sorry. Just wondering if you,
How much was it for me to pay you back?
100 tridents.
Oh yeah. Right, will give you the 100 tridents, no problem.
I don't want to carry that. You keep it. It's a gift.
You sure you don't want it? Because I promised I'd pay you back for it, so...
Yeah, but I'm
Okay.
more worried about that 10,000 tridents for the armor that I recovered that you're wearing.
Okay. So, he has 100,000. He has 100,000 tridents. It's going to bankrupt him, but his word is his bond. Is he's honor bound to pay you, so he presents you with every coin that he has.
Beautiful.
100,000 tridents.
Let's see what that looks like if I had 25,000 tridents.
Let's see what that looks like in weight.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. 572 pounds, so it's 500 pounds of silver.
Right. Yeah, so he brings it to you in 5-pound bags.
Now, so they bring out the first load. Hold on there, Hector. Just as you are duty bound to keep your word and pay us, we have now saved this town several times over. As such,
So you're asking for more?
no. Until this town grows up and is able to stand on its own, we have proclaimed ourselves as guardians, and therefore must provide for it. I will take
Okay,
one
before
5-pound bag.
before you finish that sentence,
Okay.
lightning strikes the building. Crack!
Twice.
And then outside, you hear a booming voice. There's a word. Just a second. Outside, you hear a booming voice. Where am I? I'm totally in the wrong place. Okay, bear with me. Bear with me. I'm on the wrong page. Okay.
Is it Santa?
It is Santa.
Santa.
It's Santa. No, you hear something. And
What
there,
words?
I forget what the word was that this guy uses.
Food?
Sonorous?
No, I thought he was using steward, but I'm going to double check.
Dovaki.
Nah, that sounds like Skyrim. He says,
Sounds like.
I am here to speak to the stewards. And it's a very loud, booming voice coming from somewhere outside. And the prince is like looking, and you see the two guards that are at the gate, at the door that leads into the palace. They're on their hands and knees
I'm gonna go outside.
with their head as low as they can get it.
I look at Hector and I say, "Is that you guys?"
Do you know who that is?
I think that's us.
Okay, but Hector and Alexandra will step out with you because they don't know. Okay, so you guys like walk past the groveling guards, and you go out.
Mhm.
You go out into the. The rain is cleared. There's no rain. It's still dark because it's after hours, but but when you step outside, there is something glowing above you. Not as bright as the sun, but pretty bright in the air. Maybe 50 feet up in the air. There's something, and it's hard to kind of see what it is when you glance at it. But it appears to be a man. Okay? There appears to be a man floating about 50 feet in the air, and he's radiating this aura of bright light around him, and it's hard to look directly at him. And he says, "Stewards, join me. We have been summoned to..." I've already forgot. Calogeros. Can you fly?
No, but
Not
who
yet.
are you?
You can't fly? He
No.
seems a little confused.
Argus? What's Calogeros?
Also, who are you? We don't know who you are.
You just call us stewards?
Mm-hmm.
I have been sent from Olympus.
This is a great
that's-
chance to brush up on my celestial.
That's Olympian business. That's for
You-
you guys.
You are summoned to meet with Chiron at the Lounge Ambrosia in Calogeros. If you cannot fly, I can guide you there.
We would appreciate that. I do not have wings.
Neither do I.
Are you traveling cross country or are we taking a boat?
Which is faster?
How fast can you run?
Very fast.
It might be faster. Knowing that not knowing until it appears in your mind. I'm going to change the map. You should be able to see the regional map in the bottom left, right? Okay.
No,
Right?
we're not going
Yeah.
cross country to Mount Olympus.
Right. So you see what's going on with my mouse pointer? There we go. You can see the regional map in the bottom left or whatever. If I was to drag the map and click to right about there. Okay, you see Mount Olympus, and you see this river, the Peneus River or whatever.
Yes.
Right, generally in this area, the hills in this area is where Caligaros is at. Yep.
Well, both are feasible, but I think, looking at that picture there, I think we need to keep the boat.
You don't want to go
If
visit
you-
Corinth on the way?
Yeah, if you set sail, I will ensure that you do not get lost.
That's good. And to be fair,
And I can
so-
answer your questions on the way.
Oh, that would be excellent.
Yes, like
He
who are
he
you?
slowly descends down, and you can now see that he has wings, and they're not flapping. They're kind of like a parachute as he lands. Boom.
Are you Hermes?
No,
Lord Hermes?
no, I am. Some would call me a messenger of
Yeah,
Olympus.
Gabriel?
that's what I
A
said, Hermes.
a messenger.
A
Oh, not
messenger.
the messenger, a messenger.
Right. He's my boss, you see. No. No, I'm just one of the many messengers.
I'm gonna call you Mercury.
Please don't.
Now, the boat actually does work in our favor because the people who are taking it are going almost all the way to Mount Olympus already. So even if we don't keep the boat, that'll get us most of the way there.
Yeah,
without
but they
having
live
to-
on an island.
Yeah,
So
but
many-
we could get off like right here before they head over to the islands,
Or
or like in Athens.
they can take you all the way there, and then you can give them the boat.
Yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't mind. They owe us.
Now that you have 100,000 silver pieces. No, you have made a name for yourself. You have been noticed by the Olympians. They request your presence. They wish you to speak to Chiron at the Lounge Ambrosia in Caligaros.
Is he going to train us?
The gods are looking to make new champions.
Oh yes.
This is kind of awkward. I'm the only one here that this god is not Olympian.
Your gods are, is Poseidon an Olympian?
I don't serve Poseidon,
Yes.
I serve Thessa.
Female Poseidon.
It's Poseidon's wife. Let's
It's
say that.
it's Poseidon in a different look.
Poseidon adjacent.
Poseidon adjacent. Yeah. There's a lot of Olympians. There's like 100 Olympians. There's only 12 of them that are like famous.
Capital the Olympians.
Yeah, this
But I mean, look at Zeus. He's
big O or
so
little O. This is a little O Olympian. Because I don't think she's not a Titan. She's an Olympian.
The Greeks did have a number of, like, in addition to ocean nymphs, there were, like, ocean quote-unquote lowercase g gods.
Right.
Who were
Yeah.
Beside.
The Naiads.
Yeah. Well, the
no, so there
Naiads are
was Naiad,
smaller
and then
too.
there were actual, like, goddesses. Like, Poseidon's wife, actually. I don't remember her name. She wasn't important.
Okay, this person says, I will be waiting for you on your ship when you are ready to depart.
Cool.
Make all your effort to
We've
speed.
just got like 2 things to do here, and then we can leave.
Do what you must. I am just your guide. I am a messenger. I'm not here to punish or anything like that. I'm not a that wasn't my mission. My mission was to guide you, so I'll wait. And then you see him kind of drift away towards your boat.
I love that. I'm a messenger, not a punisher. I do not bring divine wrath. Everyone stay cool.
That's right. Be calm. Be calm. I'm just glowing like the sun. And then you got this big light ball just going across to your ship. He has wings, but they're not flapping.
So, Hector, it looks like you guys are on your own for a while.
And Hector's like,
Uh-huh.
you guys are, you're a big deal.
Mhm.
You know, so you're letting me keep my 100,000 silver?
No.
Oh, you see Raxus still have to give giving his share back.
I'm keeping one of these 5-pound bags. You're keeping the rest. So, of the 25,000 I could claim, I'm keeping,
5,000?
250.
Okay. Silver? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we just got a chest with like 600 gold.
Right. And you definitely can take the chest from the inn with you.
Oh,
Alright.
Because this
I'm
ship's a
gonna
little bit bigger.
I'm giving my share back to Hector because I want him to still be able to. I want him to use this to be able to provide for his people. And
You will always
again,
have a home here.
if possible, Prince Hector, I will try and ask the gods if they can hopefully bless good fortune on you and your people. You deserve that much.
That would be appreciated if you get a chance to be our emissary. That would be great. There are people in the town that have come out to see what the sunlight is. They have come out to see what the lightning strike is about. And a lot of your refugees have come out, and you'll see a lot of the village is like in awe of this being that's just hovering above your ship. He's not like resting or anything. He's just there.
He's not being subtle.
Right, and they have all come out and they look at him and they're praying to him, and he's just ignoring them because
I'm not a god.
he's not a god. But he doesn't say that. He just sits there and stops. And some of your refugee fishermen friends are wanting to help you on your ship
good.
for free.
Oh. We just gotta feed him.
Well, that would be if you want to keep them alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, they want to be part of this adventure. You saved them. Apparently, the gods have favored you and want you for some task, and they want to be a part of that.
Now,
Alexandra did mention the underworld.
So it's about 20. You get about 20 people that volunteer to come with you.
now, one thing you guys should be aware of, okay? The oars do have manacles attached to them. We're not going to use those. Don't worry when you see them.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll
But now,
manage.
if they come with you and you turn the boat over to the sailors, then all of a sudden you're going to have 20 people at the next town, Caligaros. Basically,
Well,
they're going to be transplanted from here to there.
Well, they're refugees. They weren't from Ilos to begin
But they
with.
were from this area though.
No, we'll just drop the sailors off and keep the boat. 'Cause they
And
said
keep
we
the
could do
boat.
that.
Okay.
Because now we can sail it.
Yeah.
We have a crew.
The littler one. Yeah, that one. Okay, so you're gonna sail them home, drop them off, and then continue on with your own boat up to the coast where Caligaros is at.
Yes.
Do we have a skilled navigator? Otherwise, we won't be able to
Yes,
make
we
this.
have a chest full of tools.
Oh, we also have one floating above us.
Right. He can take you to Caligaros. He can't take you to that island.
Oh, okay.
So, if you want to go over there, that might, I don't know. You might have problems because none of you have any kind of seaborne proficiency.
The sailors would.
I think they're just farmers, right? Though.
There's some fishermen.
Oh, that joined us after.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They might have a little bit of the boat craft if you stay on the coast, but not if you go out to that island. They're not open sea sailors. They're just fishermen.
Well, let's pray to Tessa we get there.
Well, that's fine though. We can just go. We can not drop them off because
You
we
can
couldn't
not
make
drop
that
them
journey anyway, and so the path around is all the way around this way, so it's still on their way. Right?
Or they can get home. They're gonna or attempt it or whatever. They're gonna be able to figure out a way to get home, but you guys aren't really necessarily going to be able to drop them off. You can just take them you can take them to this little island here and drop them off. I mean, you pretty much have their fate in your hand. If you want to just dump them overboard, you could do that too.
But we're not gonna do that.
No,
because-
I know. But I'm just saying
But
you're not obligated, even though you did kind of promise them that you would. Or give them the ship. Either take them home or give them the ship.
I keep my word.
Yeah. So the sailing the ship with these people would be faster. You would get to your destination. You can even do this. Okay, here we go. This is Arcturus making a suggestion to you. Sail your boat to Mount Olympus. get off the boat. Tell these volunteers to take the slaves home and come back.
That was going to be my next suggestion.
Oh, then you think like I do.
Yeah.
And
Sounds
then
like a plan.
That will be a good few days.
it would be a few days, but you would be without the boat. But you know it would be coming back at some point.
Yeah.
It's
Like
the
10
people we
days.
rescue can deal. It's like a maximum, yeah, like 2 weeks. They can deal with that.
It'd be like 4 days.
5 miles an hour.
Yeah, 100 hours.
Yeah. So like 5 days.
And who knows how long. We got to climb a mountain and talk to gods. That's not.
No, you don't have to go up
he's
Mount
not
Olympus.
waiting on Olympus. He's waiting on a small village.
Yeah, you're going to
You're
a
telling me-
village of Caligaros. There's an inn called the Lounge of Ambrosia. You're going to meet Chiron there, and he will explain everything.
You're telling me we're going to the foot of Mount Olympus
The foot, yeah.
because the gods want to talk to us, and we don't actually get to go up Mount Olympus.
Only gods gets to go on Mount Olympus. Are
That's
you
right.
gods or
That's why I
Medis?
get to.
No. That's not for me to decide. This guy is just the messenger.
Okay.
The highest honor you will be given is Elysiums or Medis.
No. When I die, I'm going back to the Knicks.
Or that.
Or the dirt.
Whatever.
Take a dirt nap.
Like, you see my fur, right? I'm made of stars. It might be a constellation. You guys are gonna be,
Just like in 2001.
I don't know
My
if I'm
God,
gonna be able
it's
to
full of
consider
stars.
that me.
Minotaurs or...
Oh, except Raxus. You're right, Raxus. You're gonna be a snake.
So is that what you're planning on doing? Is taking
Yeah.
these volunteers? Okay. They shake your hand. They thank you humbly. Thank you for letting us be a part of this. This sounds like we're gonna go down in history as being maybe we can find a place in the stars for ourselves, and become heroes of legend or whatever. But probably not. They know they're going to be like supporting actors. Okay, so they the next day, you're going to wait all night, go to the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so you go to the next day. Everybody's ready to set sail. The glowing man is still there, and he's still glowing,
Nice.
and he's still floating. He's not floating like super high, maybe 10, 20 feet. You could talk to him. But he's going to float in front of the ship, and all you got to do is follow him. Or talk to
Okay.
him. And talk to him, or whatever. Do you have any plans? Or are you going to go straight there?
Straight there.
Yeah, this was everything we had to do.
Okay.
So let's go.
So 4 days later, you are there. There's not really a dock to pull up to. There is like a coastal fishing village, but your boat doesn't won't get that close unless you want to beach it. Which you can beach it if you want, and then get off of it, and then the sailors will have to push it back out in the water. Or you can take a small little rowboat in, but you don't have any rowboats.
Did we get a long rest?
Get 4 of them.
So
It's an uneventful journey. There are no creatures or monsters or anything that interrupt you while you have this glowing man in front of you.
If we've leveled up, then we can all of us can walk into across the water into the village.
Yeah, if you got water walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and that's a good thing. Just everybody go ahead and level up. This would be a perfect time to do that.
Also, because I'm emptying the bronze-plated chest to keep my stuff in, each of you gets 159 golden scales.
You might want to take everything off the boat since it's not going to be with you. Or you can leave it tucked away on the boat, and they will bring it back.
Yes, that's my plan.
Okay. So just remember, the boat's not going to be here. It's going to take these slaves back home.
Yeah.
Hey.
So you each get 159 gold, basically.
If you can carry it.
Yeah.
And if you want to leave anything on the ship, just mark it as being left on the ship.
Yeah, I have items on ship, and then one of those is bronze-plated chest, as though it's a backpack.
That's
Because
what I like to see. Sneak attack increase.
yeah, to get to the village, it's only about 10 miles through some foothills.
Oh, I need to hit that button.
I don't think that's accurate. Hang on.
Roll. Extra attack, key, martial arts. Oh, I
Yeah.
get stunning strike.
Yeah, the scale is off. I'll fix it. Yeah, it's probably closer to 20 miles. It's like a day's walk. And for some reason, this map doesn't have the roads on it.
Oh, proficiency.
This map does. Okay. Okay, maybe 12, 13 miles, something like that. So you can see the brown line. That's actually a road. Or is that...
Dear God,
or is that...
Raxus.
No, wait, maybe that separates the provinces. Yeah. Maybe that's a province separator. I don't remember. But there is a road that goes from the shore up to the village. I know that. So right along the border right there between Thessa and Macedonia. Up the Magnesia Hills. Yeah, so you're going to be just southeast of Mount Olympus.
Oh no. The crit fail deck has leveled up.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Level 5 unlocks embarrassing.
That's right.
We can get worse things if you get a 1 now.
Then don't get the one.
Yeah, don't roll a 1.
I don't.
Okay, so are you guys working on leveling up?
I am done.
You're
I'm done.
Perfect. Some of you have probably needed to roll your hit points.
Yes.
I think we all did.
I think we all
Okay.
got it.
Okay. Yeah, you all rolled really good.
God, Raxus.
Max hit points for me too.
Yeah, go humans.
I got multi-attack, my monk damage die went up, and I got more key points.
I'm just staring at Raxus.
Now,
68.
Did anybody get a second attack?
I did, yes.
I did.
Of course, you marshals.
Okay. Yeah. That's good because you'll be needing it against these god creatures.
Oh yeah.
Now is it-
Me, I got half damage.
Oh, you now do only half damage? Okay.
I get half damage. damage.
Oh, if you do
Once.
uncanny dodge, yeah.
Once.
You have to use
once
your
per round.
reaction to have the attack's damage.
So
That's-
I have to choose my shield to not get hit and use a charge, or less painful.
Well, you'll use the uncanny dodge more than anything else, because that's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's fast forward about 4 days, right? You've got your leveling up. I see that Argus is really intensely looking at his spell list.
I'm just adding them all.
Okay, perfect. And you get to the little fishing village, a no-name fishing village, and then are you honestly getting water walking?
That's one of the ones that I always have prepared for being coastal. So we can
Because
all
you're coastal, right? And how many people can you cast that on?
It's up to 10, but here it is.
Up to 10 willing creatures.
Oh, sorry, that's water breathing. I clicked wrong one. This one.
Yeah.
Water walk. Up to 10 still.
Yep.
For an hour. So yeah,
Yep.
it doesn't take you an hour to walk to the shore. Okay.
So if there's a road here, though, that means there's definitely somebody fishing out here, and they just
Yeah.
see us walking on water.
Oh yeah.
But understand they're at the foothills of Mount Olympus.
Oh,
Yes.
So they probably say, "Oh, another group.
Hey!
Hey, it's the second set of chosen."
Hey, it's the blues, it's the shinies!
That's right. Okay, so no, it's still unusual. You know, they look at you and they're like, "Oh, check that out." They must have a coastal druid with them. Okay.
You could have casted that while we were drowning?
No, because I was not.
Oh.
He just
You were sure.
got the level.
Oh.
Okay, so so you gather your belongings. You're ready to go. You've got your little satchels and packs. You put everything on the ship that you need to put, and this creature, this man, myth, the legend.
Angel.
He's you can call him that, but that's not. He's kind of like an angel. He says, "This way," and then he starts heading up. Did you want to ask him any questions on the way here? You have 4 days of questions. If you want to just grill him, he never sleeps.
Are
Raxus, you have a friend.
That's right.
are we expected to bring a gift or anything?
Well, we were summoned. It's not exactly a party.
Yes.
We never asked.
No, Caligaros has a serious problem and it needs to be dealt with.
Okay. Good. Good.
Do you have any details or?
What do you
something
want to know?
that help us prepare.
You can't
Do
just walk up to
why
a
are we
teacher.
being summoned?
You can't just walk up to a teacher and say, "Teach me everything you know." You need to ask me a specific question.
Is he gonna have like a lazy eye or anything we shouldn't look at? Anything like that? You know, oh, he's got a really bad haircut. Don't comment on it.
Are you talking about Chiron
Yeah.
or me?
Whoa.
Well,
Okay, this is what it says. He will share the information under stewards, and he will share the information under village. So what would you like to know? And if you're unfamiliar with the route, he will escort you, which you did. Yeah, so what do you want to know about him? Oh, you were saying that does Chiron have a lazy eye? I
Anything we
wouldn't
should be
know.
careful-
I wouldn't know. I don't know that.
Anything that might accidentally upset him.
I don't know anything about this guy.
Okay.
Well, I can tell you that Chiron's a centaur. I know that.
No horse jokes.
He is the head steward.
What is a steward? You keep calling us that. Is it a
Okay.
slur?
Okay.
Slur?
He giggles. You got an emotion out of him. He's like, let me explain. There are vast tracts of land that comprise Mount Olympus. It must be tended to. And as you know, and he kind of gives you that look like I'm talking about someone that I shouldn't be talking about. And he says, and the gods themselves have no time for such busy work. The stewards are those with the authority delegated by the gods themselves to ensure their divine home remains pristine.
Now, when you say vast tracts of land, do you mean Mount Olympus itself or its territory?
The territory.
Okay. I thought you might be taking us for gardening. Just for a second there. I was...
That is what I'm bringing you for. But your definition of gardening might be different than mine. The stewards are varied in their tasks, either supernatural beings or simple mortals that answer to the higher calling. The celestial orchards require pruning. The horses demand grooming. And the wilds must be preserved for hunting.
I like that one.
Mount Olympus is both home and playground for Zeus and his companions. Its maintenance is crucial. Led by the centaur Chiron, the head steward, the stewards of Olympus also serve as intermediaries between the gods and the mortal races, delivering messages, helping to fill prophecies, and safeguarding Olympus from those who would dare penetrate its hallowed veil. So, what purpose you're being asked to perform probably
killing stuff.
will fall into what you're good at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to call you there to be a painter.
I am quite good at gardening, though.
So I'm going to get to
You
smash them.
you might be the one called in to make sure the orchards are maintained, but the in the village of Caligars. Okay. Why you were being called, I could not answer that. They don't tell me why, they just tell me to do it. If you're interested to know about the village, I can tell you a little bit about the village that you're going to.
Are other stewards usually summoned there?
All stewards are summoned.
There in that village.
Well, maybe lately because Chiron is now the head and he lives in that village. Previously, before Chiron, it might have been somewhere else.
What is the village like? Is it humans? Is it... I mean, that centaur
Elves?
lives there.
It is a mixture of supernatural and mortal creatures. It was named after the hill that it was built on. It's almost as old as the gods themselves. Zeus works closely with Chiron to ensure the stewards will have everything they need to perform their divine duties.
We're walking into the half-blood camp.
It is said that at the right time of day, its marbled, illuminated architecture reflects the sunlight so radiantly that the village can be seen from Mount Olympus. About 20 miles away.
It sounds awesome for everyone but me, who is very light sensitive. It's gonna be hell.
Why are you light sensitive?
For this reason, he is light sensitive. You see that he's always got all of his skin covered.
I assumed that was just a skin thing.
He's like he's Irish, you know.
Maybe he's ugly.
Could be that. You don't know because you haven't seen
me
him.
at night without my helmet. I look very average.
You're pale, right?
Yeah, but very pale. I mean, snow pale.
Albino.
Are you an albino?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
The
go
village
on.
is also sometimes referred to as the Pearl of the Mountain. It has domiciles, temples, assemblies, fruit orchards, farmsteads, and its accompanying wilderness. That's about all I know about the village.
Have you
I know
ever-
it has an inn. I know it has an inn called the Lounge Ambrosia.
What is the out called?
Amaricia Lounge. No. The Amaricia Lodge.
Okay.
Yeah, Amaricia Lodge is where the stewards that hunt help feed the village. So the hunters live in the lodge. It's a hunter's lodge.
Okay.
Is this village only stewards?
It's built for the stewards, yeah. But you know, there's a mix of stewards and what the stewards do.
I mean, if you were a regular person and you knew a place filled with people like us was there and you wanted a safe place to live, you'd probably move there.
Right. Or you might be summoned there to perform some task that a normal village would perform, like, let's say,
A brothel?
a brothel. Yeah. If Zeus felt that his stewards needed a brothel, he would summon the best actors.
PG.
Right. So you're being summoned for what reason I don't know. You'll have to talk to Chiron.
Let's not get the algorithm angry.
Do we need to bring him a carrot? Oh, I already asked about
No
presents.
gifts.
Okay.
No, you don't need to bring a
Okay.
gift.
And no horse jokes.
Ah, right. I forgot that one.
He works for Zeus. He knows you're on your way. He knows you've been summoned. He'll be waiting for you in the inn. You know, it's one of those kind of deals. And now that you've made a name for yourself as people that are willing to get things done without personal motivations, you know, you're willing to look out for the common folk. Zeus likes that. Zeus is very much a people person. He loves his people.
Loves very much.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah, he will visit you in the night and love you.
as a goose or swan. I don't remember.
Okay, so if you don't want to ask any other questions, there's not a whole lot more he can tell you. And if he does tell you anything, it's like speaking without words. He uses a lot of
Small talk.
no, like yeah, like small talk, but very cryptic, doesn't really give answers. He replies, like you'll ask him a question and he'll ask you a question. Like you might say, "What color is the sky?" and then he'll turn around and say, "What color do you think the sky is?" That's how he acts.
Oh God, he's Jewish.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. He answers your questions with questions, except for the ones I've already explained. Okay, so you get to the village.
So we're not gonna get a name. Just I'm a messenger.
Well, he doesn't even. He refers to himself in the third person.
Well,
He says
messenger.
this. Yeah, I'm a messenger. I'm one
Guess
of
we
the
better
many.
giddy up then.
Yeah, so okay, he's already pulled up a list of horse jokes. And so you start going up this hill, right? Cuz this road winds up a hill. It takes you a good portion of the morning to get there. So it's mid-afternoon ish when you get there, and as soon as you get to the edge of town, this guy that's floating in front of you, glowing in the daylight, which you can't really tell because it's daylight out. It's just another bright light that's outside. He points at the inn and says, "You'll meet Chiron there," and then he disappears. Like, it looks like he's getting ready to fly away, but he flies away so fast, it's like he turned invisible. It's like, pew, he's gone. Like the Flash or whatever. Okay, so let me drag you somewhere else. I has a map. Boop. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this or if I need to drop a party token. I might need to drop a party token.
Yeah, it's all black.
How about now?
All black. Hey, do you guys know what it means if you find a horseshoe?
Oh my God, Zed, shut up.
What?
It means some poor horse is walking around in his horse socks.
I hate that I asked that question. Damn it.
Yeah, why did you answer?
I didn't know.
Horses?
You know better than to
No, I don't.
enable him.
Horses do
No,
have
I
socks.
Yeah.
Okay, dynamic lighting is on. Daylight mode is on.
Does the
Horses
party
also have
token
frogs.
Vision.
I just checked the token. It has vision.
Okay. Is it assigned to us?
That's where I'm at now. It says in player's journal, everybody, but it doesn't say it can be edited by everybody. So let's go ahead and add that.
Oh, yep, vision.
There it is.
Okay.
Whoop, there it is.
You're in the bottom down here. And the signposts are there, so you know pretty much where. He pointed at this building right here. That's the Lounge Ambrosia. You can see like vineyards on the left and right of the road of various types. They're not all like grapes, or they're not all olives or whatever. They're a mixture of different types of crops. You see some woods, you know. Way over on the upper right-hand side, you see a little plateau hill up here. And at the top, there is a marble building. I know it's in black, but just think white, like it would shine in the daylight, right? You can see it from miles away in the bright sun. And yeah, what do you want to do? There are people wandering around, going about their village life.
Oh, wait, I need to go speak to Chiron.
Yeah, that's the idea. So, are you just going to make a beeline for the Lounge Ambrosia?
Yeah.
I mean, might as well.
We needed to hurry.
What's that?
He did say we needed to hurry.
He did. Okay, so I'm just going to put you there. It is your typical inn, traveling inn. This is a main road that goes from south to north. But the road in general goes east to west. It's just that it came up a hill and then it went through the village and then it's going to go back the other way. So it kind of has like a little what they call a dog leg or whatever that comes up through this village. To be honest with you, to be upfront, I do not have the surrounding territory mapped out. I'll have it ready by next week. I wasn't sure if you're going to make it this far.
Our track record is on your side there.
Right. Okay, so the Lounge Ambrosia. It has but a single inn for travelers. 4 travelers are not frequent in the land of the gods. Lounge Ambrosia mostly serves as a place of rest and gathering for the stewards in the village. The interior resembles a sort of opulent mess hall with long mahogany tables. Ever-roaring hearths contains of fine silk. Curtains, I can't even read English. Okay, the curtains of fine silk. And pieces of priceless art from around the world. And there are cooks and servers here that, just like a normal inn, but it's more like the local restaurant. You know, it's not really, there's not a whole lot of outsider travelers that come here. And when you come in, you see something you've never seen before. You see a human being that's only 3 feet tall.
It's a child.
He has no shoes on, and his feet are hairy.
It's a hobbit!
It's a Greek child.
It is a Greek child. No, he's obviously an adult because he's got facial hair, and but then again, there is conditions that would mean kids can grow facial hair. But yeah, this guy, he looks like an adult that was shrunk down to 3 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
A halfling or gnome?
He's middle-aged. He has a bald head, brown eyes. His skin is rugged and sunburned from a long history of farming. I lied. He has boots on. Okay. He's normal. Okay. He wears boots. Of course. They are embroidered with strands of gold.
Of course.
And when you come in, he's like, friends, what can I do for you? Come in, have a seat, take a load off. My name is Galan Ashworthy. That's not a Greek name.
But we're looking for Chiron. We're new stewards.
Oh.
We were summoned.
And he does this 2-arm point. He goes, over there. And you glance over there, and there is a table with a female centaur. No, a male centaur. Who knows where a centaur? I don't know. A 7-foot tall centaur. He points. There are other people in the inn. You know, you didn't really get a chance to kind of take in the entire inn. He kind of assaulted you with his jovialness. Yeah, but you see this centaur eating soup or stew or something on the far end of the mess hall. And he stands over 7 feet tall, towering over most mortal races, bare-chested, bearing only a thick leather apron and dazzling jewelry, multiple rings, earrings, and bracelets. His face looks wise and slightly weathered, and he's slurping up his stew. And you hear I was getting ready to call him a halfling. You hear this short human say, "Churon!" He yells, "Churon! Churon, your stewards are here. Your new people, the recruits, the ones that were sent for. Them, that's the ones." And then he goes about helping some other people in the inn. What do you guys? He gets up from his stew and he kind of looks over at you. He's just looking over at you.
We'll approach him.
Okay, so you walk over to him.
I mean, we were summoned.
Yep, and he says, "Have a seat. Take a load off. Eat a meal. Recover. Rest. Gather your strength."
Yeah, it's killing things.
I like working for the gods.
Then you might like it here.
Everyone is friendly. I do like it here.
Yes, I have gained quite a bit of knowledge through my infinite lifetime of working for the gods.
Infinite?
He nods and then takes a sip of his stew. And then Galan comes over and says, "So what will you have? More stew? It's just like him? I knew you would. I'll be right back." And then he dashes off. So, I appreciate you responding to your summons. Apparently, you've made an impact on the world, and you are being summoned to continue that.
Glorious purpose.
Sure. We'll call it glorious purpose. Um, the innkeeper brings you a number of bowls so that you can eat. There is some kind of. This is way more food than you're used to, because the last place you were at was starving. This place apparently doesn't appear to be that way. You have large bowls of food. You know, you're talking. Raxus could probably eat it all, but you guys are going to struggle eating all of this food. And it's mixed, you know, potatoes and carrots and all kinds of vegetables mixed in with some beef. It's just like beef stew.
If you're gonna stack it, I don't think what Raxus does count as eating it. Raxus, where does it goes when you eat something?
I don't know.
Ah.
Okay, so he speaks between bites, right? He's eating, you're eating. It's like you're eating at the dinner, you're talking at the dinner table. This is very casual. You don't know him from squat. He doesn't know you, and he's going to just talk to you and tell you why you were summoned.
Like, you're the fifth crew this
Yeah,
month?
that's right. Everyone else has failed. We had to go as low as pick you guys. No, he doesn't say that.
Wow.
No, he didn't say that. He says, man, we've been picking them off, you know, checking them off, and finally we got down to the bottom of the list, and there you were. No, you know, that's not what he says.
It could be in alphabetical
It could be. It could be.
order, and Zermetes one in the front.
No, you got the attention of Zeus through your good deeds and rescuing an oracle and your show of charity towards the people under his protection. But something is amiss, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a little explanation of what's going on. You guys are familiar with Olympus, right? The mountain, the gods living there and all that. But what you might not know is shrouded at the base of Olympus, there are gates to the underworld. The gods prefer to have a quick and easy path between the above and the below. Mainly because Hades and Zeus both like to keep an eye on each other. But this convenience of geography, however, has occasionally proved problematic. It's the nature of the underworld to suck away the life and the vitality of nearby all of its servants, and the thrice-headed hound is no different. The cycle of Cerberus has come to an end. After unknown years of protecting this entrance to Hades and incensed by the blood of a demigod, he has grown too feral and savage, tearing apart the essence of the damned as they would rightly try to shuffle off their mortal coils, or ignoring escaping souls entirely. Denizens of the underworld, either with these axes to grind or having simply a proclivity for pandemonium, have begun to overwhelm the mountain. Free from Cerberus's supervision,
The gates are open.
the gates are open. They have flooded up the slopes and wrought havoc in their wake. The gods themselves are none too concerned. This kind of thing happens every few millennia. It is the stewards who are tasked with dealing with this annoyance.
Well, even were I not a steward, Lady Artemis commands that such things must be put down.
And it has been noticed that, and she was probably consulted. I do not know exactly why you were chosen. I just know that you were chosen. I am not a god myself, so I do not know, and I do not wish to know everything the gods know, but I do know that they made this decision. And it might not have been just Zeus. It might have been a combination of gods. Maybe your god or maybe your god were involved in the decision-making process. Okay, so right at that time, you're basically 90% of your stew finished, and he's already finished. Something happens outside. You hear screams.
I run outside. I don't like trouble.
Okay, so that's where we're going to end it tonight.
All right.
Right? There are some screams outside. It's like you hear normal villagers like, what's going on? And you guys all dash outside to find out what's going on. That's what I'm gathering, right?
Wouldn't be much stewards if we didn't.
Right.
Well, who stewards the stewards?
Chiron stewards the
Chiron,
stewards.
the head steward.
Yeah,
Well, then
Chiron.
Chiron needs to go outside.
Yeah. So, vote on the PVI. Give me a PVI vote.
I love this village at all. That implies that there's actually a legion of heroes just bushwalking like underworlders.
Well, most stewards are not warriors. A lot of them are farmers or, crop keepers or blacksmiths or innkeepers. Because this short human, we'll call him a halfling, he's a steward. He's not a combat steward. And then there's hunters and stuff like that feed this village. They might be hunters. They might be warriors, but yeah. Okay,
No,
so
you said that it was the steward job to take care of this. So I'm like, oh, there's other groups doing it right now.
Yeah, they said there was multiple gates.
you can only vote once, Zermetes.
I realized I left something off.
Okay, so I got a vote from Zermetes. I got a vote from Raxus.
Oh wait, I'm
And
gonna
Gallus,
change that.
you can't vote for
I know.
yourself.
I know. I just
Don't forget, Argus. I need your
zoned
vote.
out and I just
Yeah,
written the name I saw.
Come on it.
I looked it up. There is a place in Greece called Caligaros. It's not where I have placed it in the world. It's actually an island. But maybe somebody got it mixed up in the history.
Redacted.
Yeah, it's redacted.
Yeah, I had to correct it because I left off Windseeker.
The wind streak.
That's right. Okay, so
We need to find ourselves titles.
looks like
That's my
Argus
name.
Argus has the PBI for next week. Okay, so Argus, you don't have zip, you got one now. And Raxus, you don't have one, you have zip. All right, so I guess I'll see you guys next Wednesday.
All right. See
You guys all have a great night, and
Me too.
I look forward to the second half. The 5th level and above is dealing directly with the gods.
Book 2.
Woo.
Yeah. All right.
Good
You
night.
guys have a good night.
All right.
And everybody out there in YouTube land, thank you for coming and watching, and I will see you next Wednesday.